Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Jubilee Radio Keta, Saboba FM Saboba, A1 Radio Bolgatanga and ATL FM Cape Coast. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, management of Akentena Apamprama University opens investigations into circumstances leading to the death of a third-year student who was caught up in flames during a hall procession last Friday.
But I can assure you that everything that needs to be done to ensure the safety of students are underway.
As the face-off in court today, leaders of the Occupy BLG protest labels injunction filed by the police as another attempt to frustrate their efforts, insisting they will do everything they can to register their displeasure.
Because of all these, a fundamental right of Ghanaians to express their views about the mismanagement of their financial sector by their central bank cannot be exercised.
In business,
interest rates surge on the money market to 31.2% as government achieves 15% oversubscription of treasury bills. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And in our continuing series of our hotline documentary, Forest Under Siege, we highlight how the Apamprama Forest now finds itself on the edge of destruction due to the relentless activities of illegal mining activities. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Thanks for choosing us. Management of Akentena Apamprama University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development has launched investigations into circumstances that led to the death of a third-year student who was caught up in flames during a hall procession at the school. Prosper Owusu, believed to be in his mid-20s, reportedly died at the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital after sustaining severe wounds from the fire incident. He's said to have been the chief priest of the Pokuwari Hall at the university, who usually led traditional rites of the hall. University Relations Officer of Amusted, David Owusu Entry, cautioned students to avoid activities that expose them to danger.
The management has only indicated in its release as we speak that it is investigating the issues and that it will come out with further details in due course. So I believe that by the time we get into the week, further communication regarding the issues will come.
Okay.
Yes, but I can assure you that everything that needs to be done to ensure the safety of students are underway in the university.
Leaders of the Occupy BLG demo have described an injunction filed by the Greater Accra Regional Police as another attempt to frustrate rights of the respondents in its affidavit. The police is citing public safety concerns on the routes proposed by the minority, which it will present in an Accra High Court hearing the injunction application later this morning. But before proceedings begin, NDC MP Mama Yarga has been challenging claims by the police on Newsfile over the weekend.
So far, I've demonstrated that there's no evidence that there will be threat to peace and security.
They talk about terrorism. They talk about the wave of coups in recent days in Africa.
You see, because of all these, a fundamental right of Ghanaians to express their views about the mismanagement of their financial sector by their central bank cannot be exercised because there are coups in other countries. For me, this is very, very serious indictment.
Well, my colleague Samuel Limbura joins me in studio with details of the minorities affidavit. What's contained in the documents, Limbura?
Mami, in the affidavit filed by the respondents, it cited the police for not showing any evidence to back their reasons for changing the rules of the demonstration. Though the respondents believed the rules originally proposed by the group were shorter, the police were of the view that that would disrupt traffic and could lead to violence on the part of respondents and demonstrators. It further described the applicants' reliance on the security situation in the sub-region and its inability to justify how a harmless demonstration could degenerate into terrorist activities as unfortunate and a calculated attempt to frustrate their actions. The affidavit ended by insisting on picketing at the premises of the Bank of Ghana to send their message across.
Thank you, Mbora. Now moving on, former President Mahama Apamprama is accusing the judiciary of partisanship in the course of discharging their duties. According to him, this has left members of the judiciary who are on opposing sides to bear the brunt of some decisions made by the bench. He added that there must be some reforms in the judiciary. He's speaking at the 3rd Annual Lawyers Conference.
It is also seen that the judiciary is partisan, and a lot of people feel that justice is not served in many cases. And we bear the brunt of that. You feel that the judiciary is partisan, and in many cases, some of the decisions are quite bizarre. We do believe that there must be judicial reform. Indeed, most Ghanaians, if you interview most Ghanaians, they believe that there must be some reform of the judiciary in order to bolster its reputation.
Mr. John Mahama is asking government to improve living standards in the country to prevent an occurrence of the agitations and coups happening in other parts of the continent.
It is the last opportunity for us to restore the faith of our people in constitutional governance in our country. Let us not think that we're immune to what is happening in the sub-region. It cannot be business as usual, as I said a little while ago. Any new government that takes over in 2025, 7th January, cannot do business as usual. We must sit up and do what our people expect of us.
You heard former President John Mahama. The Apamprama Forest, a vital forest reserve in the country, now finds itself on the edge of destruction due to the relentless activities of illegal mining. The forest, nestled in the lush landscapes of Ghana, was once a bastion of biodiversity and ecological significance. Erastus Asaridonko has more in our latest Hotline documentary, Forests Under Siege.
This is the Kobro community, an old town which sits deep within the Apamprama Forest Reserve. Residents still have fresh memories of how the destruction of the Kobro section of the reserve started in 2018. One by one, they tell me of how the late Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Sir John, in 2018 convinced the townsfolk that the government was undertaking a reclamation exercise in the forest.
Initially, they said they were covering pits, but then they started building settlements. We wondered why they were setting up shelters if they were just covering pits. Then a number of machines were brought in, so we mobilized to demonstrate. But Sir John came in and assured us they were just planting trees. But after a month when we went back, the forest was crawling a lot of miners.
That began a series of events that marked the woes and destruction of a once beautiful natural forest. A forest entry permit was granted to Unique Star Point Company Limited to carry out reclamation activities on some portions of the forest reserve in November 2017. In the same year, a forest entry permit was granted to Heritage Imperial Company Limited to conduct prospecting activities in December 2017.
Chairman of Parliament's ad hoc committee investigating a supposed plot against the IGP, Samuel Atacha, says he has no intentions of gagging members from scrutinizing witnesses. The committee has already heard accounts from key suspects, including former Northern Regional NPP Chairman Daniel Bukri Nabu and one of the two top police officers aiding in investigation, COP Alex Mensah. Mr. Atacha, however, explains that his interjections during interrogations by committee members is to ensure that sensitive national security information is not exposed to the public.
I believe it's become, imperative that we should do it, because the man has a lot to say that if you were observing, it would not be proper for him to say it on air. It would not be right. I didn't want anybody to push me there. So you could see that I reined them in. And sometimes in trying to block certain answers, it might be interpreted as if I'm gagging my members. I'm not gagging my members. What I'm trying to say is that when you push witnesses too far, they might bring certain things out which might endanger national security. And we shouldn't go there. And we should also warn ourselves that this is not a political platform. We shouldn't do politics with a fact-finding exercise. It is not in our best interest.
And the third officer involved in the alleged scheme to remove the IGP, Superintendent George Osari, is scheduled to face the committee later today. Meanwhile, COP Alex Mensah, the officer at the center of the leaked tape, was released after 2 days of grilling, but warned not to travel out of the country as he may be recalled when necessary. And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, management of Akentena Piaminka University opens investigations into circumstances leading to the death of a third-year student who was caught up in flames during a hall procession last Friday. I am Amesi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
You know, Papa see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Oh, Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your Visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Yeah, Charlie, so many vibes and I bought 10 father, my sanaba. My mini papa, and you're not for more fear and more acquaintum. Trebiania, so a manisca coffee, and fancy that near fear for a bit for Javasi no parking. A bear man Sujai Casa. Thanks to Sukasa, how to your nature. Sukasa see a damn brony friend affordable luxury homes, or more 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, where you're fully gated or grants and communities, or more malls, clubhouse, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. I'm sign with flexible payments, and yeah, I know my dear at Dow Casa, plus 100% guaranteed cashback. Yes, 100% guaranteed cashback. No quick one-answer stories. Contact Sukasa right now through phone calls or WhatsApp on 030-296-0865 and 055-369-7886. Charlie's social media so more, baby. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Sukasa GH. Email Susie at info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trust.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara be fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 29 September 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Just be happy. Don't you worry.
In an era where the business environment is constantly changing, the need for accounting and finance professionals who can guide and lead organizations to sustainable success is critical. The good news is, CIMA's CGMA designation, held by over 150,000 professionals globally, delivers the skills, competencies, and mindsets that employers require. Learn more about the CGMA designation at www.aicpa-cima.com or email accra@aicpa-cima.com.
Morning.
Yeah.
Hello, September.
Do I see a new haircut?
Oh yeah. It's welcome the month of September.
I see. That's how you start your quarter four.
Quarter four.
We're in quarter 3, right?
Yeah. So I mean, quarter 4 starts from
next month.
October.
Okay.
But I can't believe we are ending the third quarter of this year.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean,
the year's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't the new year just a few weeks ago?
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
Look, just as time flies, some things never change.
Oh, yeah.
Galamsey is continuing in the most depressing fashion. Okay, so last year, I'm sure you remember that there was a law in place making it illegal to mine in forest reserves.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that blanket law, it was easy to identify anybody who went into a forest reserve with any kind of mining equipment was breaking the law. You catch them, you save the forests, you save the water. Last year, Parliament passed a law opening up forest reserves for mining. I mean, you even on the face of it, you have to ask yourself, is protecting the forest a priority, or is mining a priority?
Mm-hmm.
For the government? For the government, which includes Parliament in this context.
Right.
You know? And now Erastus has gone into Apamprama and brought evidence. You are just imagine. So task force comes to stop one mining company, and then meters away, another mining company is doing exactly the same thing. They are burning excavators here, while excavators are digging meters away. Chinese are in there. Nobody's surprised. Today's documentary, in my personal opinion, it is the one documentary that puts information together in a way that is most concerning. Most concerning.
I know when the advanced countries are taking steps to protect their environment, I mean, we are doing something else.
They are even trying to protect our environment for us. And we are the ones destroying it.
It's crazy.
Today, any person you call on to deal with it, if you think carefully, you realize that it can't be happening without that person or someone close to them allowing it.
Yeah. I mean, you said some things never change. I'm just wondering if this will change at all, because we've been talking about it for so long. And
so long. Well, I'll tell you one thing that will never change also. We will never stop talking about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Oh. You're all waiting here. I see.
We're ready.
You're ready for the Joy Business Report, brought to you by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hello, good morning to you, everyone. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. A special good morning to our friends listening from Koforidi on KT Radio. Coming up, interest rates surge on the money market to 31.2% as government achieves 15% oversubscription of treasury bills. Also coming up, Ghana's first domestic credit ratings agency expected to be established before the end of this year as government moves to promote the issuance of more local debt instruments. Plus, government advised to review the current property tax system by focusing more on first-class residential areas if it intends to achieve its revenue target in 2023. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us, everyone. My name is Darryl Kwao. Interest rates continue to surge on the money market, signaling an increase in the cost of domestic debt. According to the latest results by the Bank of Ghana, the government recorded about 15.10% oversubscription of treasury bills to the tune of 3.52 billion cedis. Here's more.
Interest rates have been going up across the yield curve after the government forced the rate to come down in May. This follows the completion of the first phase of the domestic debt exchange program. According to the auction results by the Bank of Ghana, the yield on the 364-day bill went up by 0.41% to 31.65%. Again, the rate of the highly patronized 91-day bill shot up by 27.36% from 27.02%. Similarly, the rate on the 182-day bill went up by a marginal 0.10% to 28.71%. Meanwhile, all the bids tendered for the auction were accepted. The 91-day bill received an uptake of about 2.63 billion cedis. That of the 182-day bill received bids worth little above 650 million cedis. The one-year bill, however, got bids to the tune of 237.08 million cedis.
Ghana should, before the end of this year, have its first domestic credit ratings agency established. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons putting in place the structures for this agency to fully take off. George Afe has more.
Based on the documents seen by Joy Business, the domestic credit rating agency has already been registered under the name Credit Rating Agency Ghana Limited. The Ghana Stock Exchange has signed up for 50% shares in this company. The National Insurance Commission will have 25%, and the National Pensions Regulatory Authority will take up the remaining 25%. It has already secured a provisional license from the Securities and Exchange Commission as it works to get the full license. From the document, the World Bank is also supporting the recruitment of a technical advisory firm to help with the full takeoff of this company. It is the expectation of government that the establishment of this agency will aid in the issuance of more domestic debt instruments and promote an alternative source of funding for companies to raise capital. The domestic agency will also allow for independent valuation of the credit worthiness of various corporate papers that are issued and give investors more options to review companies that want to raise funds as well as go public.
George Afe with that report. Economist Professor Charles Acker has called for a review of the property tax regime to make it more targeted and efficient. According to him, the current property tax system is not good enough to bring in the projected revenue captured in the 2023 budget. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Acker said government could get more funds if it focuses on property tax in first-class residential areas across the country.
Just Accra alone, if you decided to raise just about 0.25% on the properties in Accra, you will be raising about 11 billion Ghana cedi by my analysis. Just even focus on East Legon Airport residential, wetlands, and here, and look at all the real estate. When I was coming, people were advertising real estate. They are quoting them in dollars. Okay, so you can buy a property in East Legon for $200,000, 1 million Ghana cedis. And if people are not asked to pay property rate, then you set a target of 167 million. When you are supposed to raise, you could raise as much as 12 billion from property taxes alone, from Accra alone, by my analysis.
That was economist Professor Charles Acker. Now, some players from the health and pharmaceutical industry are concerned about the rate at which the current economic challenges are affecting the operations. According to them, much has not been done to support the operations and are calling for more collaboration from government. Specialist obstetrician and gynecologist at Midway Hospital, Dr. Gifty Kwashingiza, says import duties and exchange rate fluctuations are affecting them. She spoke to Joy Business at an inauguration of the hospital's renovated theatre and labour ward.
You need to have some government commitment. Private enterprise cannot do it by itself. You have to have some goodwill because getting financing on your own is quite difficult. Interest rates are high, and so if you get into, and the equipment are also quite expensive. So you need to have some form of legislature that helps healthcare facilities to be able to get loans at better interest rates, to get more advanced technology, because healthcare is evolving. You require new advanced state-of-the-art equipment to diagnose cases, and they're expensive.
Dr. Gifty Kwashingiza is a gynecologist at Midway Hospital. Some stakeholders in the agri sector have called on government to develop holistic policies which will tackle the development of agriculture to avert food crisis in the future. According to them, government would have to put measures in place to ensure a functioning value chain, leveraging technology to boost yields. This, they believe, will solve issues of food shortages and avert food insecurity. Here's more in this report.
Currently, I would say that we have good stock of food in our system.
But as you get into the markets, why do you stock enough corn at the warehouse when in the market,
if you don't regulate it well,
cannot get it?
No, see, if you don't regulate it well, everything will be gone by April. And May, June, July. These are very tough times. Every year, May, June, July, very tough times. So you need to manage these things very well so that you spread it. People will be okay if they go to the market and they get some of these items to buy, even at whatever price, than not getting it at all.
Let's turn to other stories. MultiChoice Ghana has promised to continue to provide high-quality pay television through cutting-edge technology to its consumers. According to its managing director, Alex Otre, the firm is working to improve content and services to ensure pleasant viewing for subscribers. He spoke to Joy Business at the company's media content showcase launch.
This year, I think there's a lot of new stuff. So if you check on Akoma Magic, we're bringing a lot of new shows. So Kasanu more, Market Coins, a lot that we are bringing. The Family Bench. You know, there is no better time to be on Akoma Magic than now. Actually, in the coming few days and weeks, there's a lot of new shows that are coming. Ghanaian, locally produced shows.
Alex Otre is Managing Director of MultiChoice Ghana. Now, as part of its corporate social responsibility, Ecobank Ghana has donated food and other items to the Porters Village Orphanage. According to Acting Managing Director Joanna Mensah, the donation is aimed at making social impact and giving back to societies in which they operate.
As part of our corporate social responsibility, we like to, every year, annually, we donate to institutions. And by this time around, we felt that let's also make a social impact. So we identified a number of underprivileged people, and this is one of them. We had 5 places, and really, we are very happy to be here to make an impact, to make people smile. At the end of the day, I mean, once you're a blessing and you make that kind of impact, people appreciate it, and they're also happy at the end.
Acting Managing Director of Ecobank Ghana, Joanna Mensah. Let's turn to the stock market. Prices of Societe Generale, Standard Chartered Bank and Fan Milk Limited are expected to rise due to market demand. Here's Grace Munayum of Data Bank Research with more on how your stocks will fare this week.
Last week, the bourse registered 9 price movers of 6 gainers and 3 laggards. Societe Generale, Unilever Ghana, Benso Oil Palm Plantation, Standard Chartered Bank, SIC Insurance and Farm Milk all gained at week close. However, Cal Bank, Guel Ghana and MTN Ghana all declined. Consequently, the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index decreased 0.58% weekly, trimming its year-to-date gain to 24.86%, whereas the Data Bank Stock Index increased 0.69% weekly to a year-to-date gain of 15.47%. On outlook for this week, we take prices of Standard Chartered Bank, Societe Generale and Farm Milk to rise due to observed market demand. For Joy Business Reports, Grace Munanyun of Data Bank Research.
Thanks, Grace. Here's how we are starting the week on the currency market. The dollar going for 11 cedis 50 pesos. On the forex or retail market, the pound going for 14 cedis 80 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 50 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil selling this morning at $88 a barrel. Gold went up by more than $5. Is trading at $1,945 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $3,605 a ton after losing $33. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwal. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Kojo Jackson.
It does. And I hear we are back to our winning ways with you picking our inspirational song once again.
We are going to be playing Brighter Day because, we were talking about Galamsey and all of that.
Yes.
And wondering if things will ever change. We can just be hopeful there'll be a brighter day. Also, because the rains are in.
Yes.
It looks gloomy out there sometimes.
It was difficult to wake up this morning.
Oh, yesterday was, it was raining intermittently, We just have to hope it will be a brighter day.
Yes. You see, when you are in charge, your choices. Anyway, here it is. It's Kirk Franklin with Brighter Day. But of course, it's brought to us by the kind courtesy of Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. You ready?
We're ready.
Let's do it. For a Monday morning, Brighter Day by Kirk Franklin. Hello, Elton.
Yes, good morning, Kojo, and good morning, Marvi.
Good morning.
I trust you had a good weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes? Absolutely, I have no doubt. Okay, shall we get to it?
Yes, and our Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by JoyNews and Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. I just got an update this morning. Elton has informed me that the Oponglo traffic light now functions properly.
Oh.
Yes, but the one at the Stambek Junction is still not working.
Right.
And of course, also the airport. I don't know whether that one is deliberate, but it used to. But this morning when I went through it, it wasn't working. And the one right after it at the Stambek Junction is also not working. But the Pongolo worked.
Okay, so we pretend that authorities, those responsible, don't use our roads. So we're reminding them again. The traffic lights, some of them are not functioning. Please fix those traffic lights. And if you're driving on the stretches that we've been talking about,
you need to be very careful.
Please be careful. Be careful. Just when you're approaching a junction, you're supposed to slow down anyway. How much more a junction that is known to have a traffic light?
Yes.
So as you're coming towards it, listen, let all your instincts be on the side of caution. Slow down, make sure the coast is clear, and then you cross. All right, shall we learn how to say it right? Yes. Yeah, it's brought to you this morning by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Also by Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Gosh, I had such a struggle waking up this morning. You know I love Mondays, but sometimes it seems as if the weekend only lasts a few hours. Now, I'm sure you noticed I said a few and not some few. It's a rather common mistake, but I hope we will all note that the correct article for few in this context is a, not some. Think about it this way. You wouldn't say some lot of friends, would you? Of course not. You would say a lot of friends. So why would you say some few friends when you mean a few friends? Anyway, now you know, and I'm sure you'll find a few opportunities to say it right today. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, so just before we get into the news review brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, a quick wrap of the good stuff we had on Newsfile, right? So I think it was Boko Central's MP, Mahama Ayariga, who slammed the OSP for not complying fully with its act in applying to the court for the confirmation of the seizure and freezing of the accounts of former Water Resources and Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa. He said the OSP has been negligent in discharging its duties and so must be called out. Of course, there were a few others who had views on this on Newsfile. Let's listen to a quick summary.
After 7 days, if you haven't gone to court to confirm it, you have breached section 32 of your own act. So he shouldn't try to throw dust into our eyes. If you are negligent, admit that you are negligent. If you haven't performed your task as expected of you, admit that you have not performed your task. The judges are there to protect the rights of everybody, just as to also ensure that you exercise your powers properly. So did the special prosecutor run to court within 7 days of seizing the property or not? That's the crucial question that has to be answered by the special prosecutor. If he did not, why didn't he? In the face of 32.2, which clearly says that for him to continue to hold that asset, he must go and have it confirmed by a court. If he didn't go, he can't come and be throwing dust into our eyes.
What this judgment brings to bear is the fact that fighting corruption is and continues to remain a very lonely endeavor. It is a difficult one at that, because we have put around us many legislations and also frameworks that seek to fight back when we are trying to fight corruption. It is so. It's pure and simple.
I think that the special prosecutor has been very untidy with this whole case and getting its lungs filled with the oxygen of public interest in the matter and is affecting how it should approach this matter. It's a straightforward thing of establishing whether or not any corruption took place. So the primary controllable for the special prosecutor is investigation.
I think it was a bit too far for Mrs. Dakpa's counsel, apparently, at the virtual sitting, to say that it's an arbitrary exercise of power, misrepresentation of facts, and a media frenzy. I mean, this is in no way a media frenzy. It is in the public interest when you can classify something as tainted based on the volume in the accounts, the amount she reported missing in the property, and the amount that they seized. It's certainly reasonable suspicion that has been raised. But again, the special prosecutor should know their own act and adhere to it in terms of computation of time and time limits. And if they think the court has got it wrong, then simply go back to court and revisit it.
Yeah. Fellow lawyers, being quite critical of the special prosecutor on how this particular motion was denied.
Yeah.
Seems some rather fundamental things being pointed to.
The New Crusading Guide actually picked that story from Mahama Yaga from Newsfile, and essentially just what we've played back. And I also listened to Martin. I think Martin Pable writes after the court ruled that it was crucial for the OSP to have informed the court, particularly with details of the accounts. That would have also helped the case. And some people, especially because of who the special prosecutor, his background and everything, some people just can't make sense of the fact that he would miss timelines as crucial as what we saw in this case.
Absolutely.
But they appear to have their own calculation in terms of the time and whether or not they were within it or they fell outside of it. But in the statement that they issued after, their calculation, according to the special prosecutor, was in line with whatever the law says. But clearly, the judge disagreed.
And other lawyers also disagree with them. Mahama Yarga, for instance, and I've heard Martin Pable.
But why not state the amounts in the accounts?
That was it.
Why not?
That was it.
Why not?
Right. So the Daily Guide has a very sad story on the front page. In fact, a needless and unfortunate death, if you ask me. Student fetish priest killed by fire. I don't know whether we have time to watch the video. My question is, when the guy was in pain and was running around, why didn't anybody, help him? And then, in the name of being a fetish priest, representing a whore at the university, clearly, they should tell those who are into this kind of trade or enterprise that it doesn't immune you from any kind of harm. What has happened? So teach those at the various university halls who pretend to have special powers leading their flocks that this can happen to them. Needless and unfortunate death.
Tragic, but it also you asked a question in terms of those around. I haven't had the courage to watch the video, but I've read a detailed report. Could it also be that they didn't know what to do to help? Because there were some people from the reports that I've read who were afraid. They didn't even know how to approach him. They didn't know what to do to help him. The guy was just on fire.
Yeah, and then running around, moving from one place to the other, and then people were actually running away from him. All right, so that's on the front page of the Daily Guide. Fetish students killed by fire. Mahama attacks Nana judges. The NDC lawyers had their third conference over the weekend. Former President Mahama spoke, and he was unhappy with what he described as a packing of the court by the Akufo-Addo administration, and then pleading with the NDC lawyers that should the NDC come to power, they should accept to be on the bench, because that's the only way they can balance the equation.
This is funny. So he's worried that one party has skewed or has put too many in his view, politically aligned people on the bench, right? So his solution is to put more politically aligned people
so that they'll balance it
from his side on the bench. Because there are no judges who are not politically aligned, right? Or there are no lawyers who are not politically aligned.
So the New Crusader Guide picked the story from My Joy Online, and there's a quote from former President Mahama. He says, "So I encourage some of you to look at careers on the bench so that we can balance out what the current situation is. We must be prepared as NDC legal persons to also go onto the bench so that we can balance out the judiciary."
Let me ask this.
Some say this is dangerous. I mean, for some, it shouldn't be coming from an ex-president.
The truth is, this administration has had so many opportunities to fill spaces on. But the question is it by design? Did they design it as such? Or is it just the timing of people's retirements and so forth that have allowed for this opportunity?
Yeah. But again, the other important question is that at any given time, a sitting president will have to make some appointments.
Oh, yes.
So those appointments, is it politically influenced? Does it mean that the people who've been appointed are members of the political party the sitting president belongs to?
Sympathizers,
or they've been appointed because they are qualified to be in that position?
That's the question. I think you have to assume that everybody who's appointed is qualified because there's a vetting process, isn't there? Yeah. So as for qualified, they are qualified. The question is that on top of their qualification, are they also politically aligned? That's the question, right? And you remember how under Sophia Akufo, there was a huge rejection of Raymond Atuguba's paper on the political alignment of judges.
Right.
They completely rejected even the concept, which is not practical for people who work with logic. They must have known that it's not practical to claim that there are no political affiliations amongst them. The question is whether they allow it to seep through their work. In other parts of the world, they do.
Right.
In the United States, the political alignment of Supreme Court judges are known, and they vote as such most of the time.
Yes.
So but the question is, do we do that here? If we do, can the population be comfortable with it at the level that our democracy is at right now? Would we be comfortable with politically aligned judges?
All right, let me finish with the daily guide. Alan speaks tomorrow, and we're all waiting to hear what he's going to say. Is he going to continue to contest the November 4th Congress? Is he going to step down? Is he going to condemn?
Oh, that's a twist. When I read that he was going to speak, I didn't think about that. But now that you say it,
of course,
is there some sort of conversation in certain circles that he wants to end his presidential ambition here now?
Well, some felt disappointed he came third. The expectation before the superdelegates was that either he was going to win or come second. Now he came third, and then some have done some analysis of his performance from 2007 up to now, where there's been a consistent decline in his votes. So, we'll wait and hear. But again, there was some violence. He visited some of them in hospital. He spoke tough at the hospital. What exactly is he going to talk about tomorrow? Those are some of the scenarios that people have put forward. But wait and see.
You just have to wait for Tuesday.
Call IGP for original tape. That's UOP members. According to him, the setup to record him was instigated by the IGP himself. So if there is an original tape, the committee should look at the direction of the IGP, Akufu Dampare.
Let me continue on that note. This is the Daily Graphic newspaper. On the front page, it says, probe committee to invite IGP for questioning. Smallholder farmers benefit from $69.7 million projects. Expect more rains up to November. That's Meteo warning us. And it says the Ghana Meteorological Agency has cautioned that the distribution of this year's September to November rainfall may lead to more localized floods in low-lying areas within Accra and Kumasi. It said there was also a high chance of heavy flood in the northern parts of the country due to the quantum of the rainfall expected in those areas and the likelihood of the spillage of the Bagre Dam in Burkina Faso.
Do you remember a time when announcement or expectation of more rain meant we won't have Dumso because the dam will have enough water. We'll get bumper harvests because people will have naturally irrigated farms, if you like. That's what it used to signal. But today, more rain signals death, flooding, destruction of farms, reduction in productivity. Because people don't want to leave their house when it rains. Hey.
And if you live on my stretch, then your vehicle is like some mud splash every morning. You have to wash your vehicle every day.
So now it's like when they say it's going to rain, it's like they're announcing it. It's like how they announce hurricanes in some countries.
I have to be on a watch out.
So we know that the Parliament's committee, going into this matter of the leaked tape, they've been doing such a fantastic job, even though I have been asking the question to what end. But the revelations are shocking, especially coming from such a top police officer.
So far.
So, last Friday's account is in the Daily Graphic, where COP Alex Mensah now says that the tape was leaked. In fact, the recording was done by this IGP, his boss, and that if they want the full tape, if they want the unedited tape, then they have to ask the IGP. After he said the IGP is not correct in his 31 years of serving in the police service, this is the worst IGP that he has seen. He says there's more.
Is the IGP going to make an appearance, or is the committee going to take steps to invite him?
Well, the committee says that because of the way the evidence is going, they may, perhaps, because otherwise it will be one-sided, their reports, and they want to have a balanced report.
Can I say two things? First one is this. Didn't Bugri Nabu say he recorded the thing himself? He went to Accra Mall, bought a recorder, and recorded it himself. But Alex Mensah says no, Bugri Nabu didn't. It was the IGP who ordered the recording to be done. Okay. The second thing is this. If he's right, if indeed it was the IGP who ordered for that meeting to be recorded, then this is the smartest IGP we have ever had in the history of Ghana. Because if you have a thorn in your side, somebody disturbing your work, and all you have to do
is go and record him.
And let the public deal with him. You don't have to deal with him. Then this IGP he's a mastermind.
But you don't have to discount the revelations.
Of course, I mean what is clear to me is that at the very top of the police hierarchy, all is not well.
Oh yeah,
all is not well, and I mean this is the first time in my life that something of this nature is being played in the public domain. I don't know when a sensitive public institution like the police, everything from top to down, no hold back. The man is just spilling it out, just like.
But I think it's healthy for us because we've always suspected. He's saying that they are active politicians in the service.
It draws a clear line between what the public considers to be an effective police service and what the police considers to be an effective police service, because it doesn't seem to agree on this occasion, or they don't seem to agree on this occasion.
Just one before you go, I know time is running out on us. The finder has Ghana card registration open to all from today. No security personnel left Jubilee House over unfair treatment. You know there was this allegation by Charles Owusu that some 77 security personnel had left the Jubilee House because of unfair treatment, and the presidency issued a statement yesterday. There's a part which is quite interesting in the statement. So the statement says that any security officer who has left the Jubilee House has either been due to disciplinary reasons or as a result of a voluntary move made by the security personnel in the question. So clearly there's been some movement.
There has been some movement, right?
Send there on secondment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the online review now brought to you by Zenith Bank, in your best interest, and Goyle Good Energy.
So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Well, let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Goyle's Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Goyle's Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at same price as normal fuel, and Goyle Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly eco-friendly option for your vehicle. And with over 440 stations across the nation, you've got to join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goyle, good energy.
Now let me invite you to experience true convenience with a Zenith Visa or MasterCard today. I've got the MasterCard. It allows you to shop online, make payments and retail outlets at retail outlets locally and internationally, and you can effect transactions on ATMs here in Ghana and abroad, all with your Zenith Visa or MasterCard. Don't just hear about it, experience it. Get your Zenith Visa or MasterCard today at any Zenith Bank branch and experience the true convenience of card payments. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Okay, and that story you mentioned is on myjoyonline.com, among others. Go check it out. And this is all in response to Charles Owusu's allegations, right? Okay, you have shown such courage and dedication. Bache Jako thanks his supporters. Time now for the BBC News, and it is brought to us this morning by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Whether I'm passing by the food market, visiting the salon, or filling up my tank for a spontaneous adventure with old friends in a new city, when asked, cash or card, it's always card for me. I switched from cash to card for all my payments with MasterCard. Now I get to do what I enjoy with ease.
Switch from cash to card for all your payments with MasterCard. MasterCard, the secure and convenient way to pay.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
Coming up after the news on the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. Today I'm at the Ambrosetti Forum in northern Italy, a gathering of politicians from around the world. There is a sense of geopolitical unease here which belies the surroundings. The fallout from the Ukraine war is part of it, so too the uncertainty about America's political direction. A presidential election is looming, and if it is a rerun of Trump versus Biden, well, it won't be pretty. My guest is Democratic Party Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, till this year Speaker of the US House of Representatives. Is her party right to stick with Biden.
If you ask those Democrats, they support Joe Biden. They're not supporting somebody else because Joe Biden is wise.
That's Nancy Pelosi on Hard Talk after the news.
I'm Debbie Russ with the BBC News. Hello. African leaders, scientists and activists are gathering in Kenya for the continent's first climate summit. The UN chief, Antonio Guterres, is among the guests for the 3-day meeting in Nairobi. It aims to come up with a plan to present to the rest of the world at a major UN climate summit later this year. The event's chief executive, Joseph Nganga, told the BBC he was confident this would happen.
It will be a very compelling declaration, a declaration that will be owned by all member states of the AU. And the reason we're confident that that will be the case is because it speaks very clearly to both our challenges, but also our opportunities and how we see our engagement with the world from the continent's perspective.
Delegates will consider a new funding model to help governments reduce carbon emissions at a time of severe financial challenges. Typhoon Haihui has left a trail of damage across Taiwan. After twice making landfall, the typhoon, now downgraded to a tropical storm, hit the eastern coast of the island on Sunday, bringing heavy rain and violent winds. It passed across Taiwan but then turned back and hit the western coast on Monday. Thousands of teachers in South Korea have stayed away from work to attend another mass rally honouring colleagues who've taken their own lives. They're demanding better protection against bullying by the parents of pupils. The gathering was originally called for a young teacher who killed herself in July after suffering repeated harassment, phone calls and complaints. Emerson Mnangagwa is to be sworn in for a second term in office as president of Zimbabwe after last month's disputed election. Some observers said the poll fell short of internationally accepted standards and Zimbabwe's own constitution. The opposition leader, Nelson Chamisa, has called for fresh elections. He has until today to ask the court to overturn the results. Shingai Nyoka reports.
The red carpet has been rolled out and several heads of state have confirmed that they will attend Mr. Mnangagwa's inauguration. The government is confident it will go ahead as planned, but an official told the BBC that if the opposition lodged their court application before the ceremony, it could be called off. The Citizens Coalition for Change has rejected Mr. Mnangagwa's election win as fraudulent, but haven't officially confirmed whether they'll go to court. International observers' harsh criticism of his election win is likely to hinder Mr. Mnangagwa's plans for greater international re-engagement and an economic turnaround.
The governor of Ukraine's Odessa region says a sustained Russian drone attack on the Danube port of Izmail has caused extensive damage. Oleg Kipa said warehouses and other industrial buildings were hit, and Ukrainian forces had shot down about 17 drones. Moscow has been targeting ports on the Black Sea and Danube River for weeks. World News from the BBC. The man in charge of Ukraine's state property fund has been nominated as the new defense minister. Rustem Umerov is in line to take over from Alexei Reznikov. President Zelensky said it was time for a new approach. Mr. Reznikov himself is not accused of wrongdoing, but his ministry has faced scandals relating to procurement. One of his advisors, Yuri Sak, told the BBC he'd left behind a strong legacy.
Mr. Alexei Reznikov was the Minister of Defense for over 550 days. And every single one of these 550 days, Alexei Reznikov woke up and went to bed with one single thought on his mind: how to get the Ukrainian army more weapons, how to make sure that the Ukrainian defenders have the tools that they need to protect our shared values, to protect our cities.
President Biden has said he's disappointed that his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, is planning to skip the G20 summit of major economies in India this week. Reports say the Chinese Premier Li Qiang will go instead. In tennis, the women's world number one, Iga Swiatek, has been knocked out of the US Open. The defending champion was beaten in 3 sets by Latvia's Jelena Ostapenko. A classical music festival in Denmark has opened with some canine additions to the orchestra. 3 dogs participated in the performance near Copenhagen of the Hunting Symphony, a little-known piece by Mozart's father, Leopold. The chief conductor, Adam Fisher, auditioned dozens of dogs for the part. He said he was complying with the composer's express wish that 6 bars of the symphony should be accompanied by baying hounds. It took 3 months to train the successful candidates. That's the latest. BBC News.
Having a night out with your friends at the new bar in town, that's enjoyment. Getting massaged at the most relaxing spa session, that's enjoyment. And if you are paying with your Fidelity Visa card, then we are about to kill you with more enjoyment. Fidelity Rewards is here. Earn points every time you use your Visa card. Points can be used to redeem airline tickets, phones, tablets, gift vouchers, Visa merchandise, and make hotel reservations. And when you spend 100 Ghana cedis or more at Starbites, Melcom, Pizza Man Chicken Man, Cheesy Pizza, Honeysuckle, or any supermarket, you get cash back. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch today. Get your Visa card, then go to www.fidelitybank.com.gh to register for the loyalty program. Enjoyment awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man, Kojo Jackson.
has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining.
Business persons have been given concessions. They've gone into our forest reserves, into our landscape, mined it for gold, traded it, kept the profit for themselves. And the public is going to pay for a loan that is now going to be used to reclaim the mess of some businesses. It's not fair. And there's no way anyone, and even the World Bank, should support such an initiative.
Fresh excavators, about 8 drums of diesel ready to work. Equipment here and there, the generators and the washing plants. The illegal miners are back.
We spotted active mining in areas where the military recently seized and banned equipment. We were told by sources powerful people in government have brokered deals for these Chinese to mine where others have had their equipment bent.
For your love, I go baby, I can, 'cause this thing I'm feeling inside.
Will you not be forgiven for thinking that this whole thing is futile? Like this whole... Because you think about it. Any person that you will cry to right now to come and combat Galamsey, if you think carefully about it, Galamsey can't happen unless they or people close to them allow it. So who are we crying to? I mean, these are the sorts of things. Look, these are the little things that end up creating a sense of helplessness that put people out on the streets. When they feel like, okay, you that we are looking to for a solution, you are the problem, then they'll find a way to get rid of you. They won't sit around and wait for the next election. By the next election, do you know how much pollution would have gone into our water bodies? Do you know how many trees we would have lost? Do you know how many loans they would have gone to take to come and do reclamation that we have to pay for, when the companies that were licensed to do the reclamation went to do mining instead?
You know, if you look at the background of the one particular company that was taxed to do reclamation, if you look at when the company was formed and when it was even given the job, with the other one just formed on the 6th of December 2017 and then begins operation that same month, then you would wonder, did they go into the forest to clean it, to prospect, or to engage in illegal mining? Lots of revelations again today, but think about it, because we're all paying now. We're actually paying in cash with this recent PRC increment. We're all paying 1 Ghana cedis extra for the treatment of water.
That is besides all the money that we are borrowing to come and do reclamation. That is besides all the money that we are spending paying these officials, equipping them, giving them vehicles, pickups, giving them communication equipment, giving them accommodation. Look, the amount of money we are spending on officials who are either looking on or participating in illegal mining. Meanwhile, we are paying them. I mean, you think about it. Think about it. Think about it. How does someone get a permit to go into a forest reserve when there's a ban on mining in forest reserves? And if after they get that permit and they go into the forest reserve to go and prospect or to go and reclaim, how do they end up mining? And the ministry is aware, writes to them that what you are doing is wrong. Then the president comes to say, oh, they are not currently doing it. Do you remember with them Akonta mining?
Of course I do, Kojo. Of course I do.
Now just think of the value chain, right? From the president all the way down to the forestry commission officer hiding behind a tree in the forest while these companies are driving their excavators past. Think about the value chain. Everybody in between: the president, the minister, the deputy ministers, the chief directors, the senior officials, the forestry commission CEO, his deputies, the regional forestry service bosses, the district forestry service bosses, their employees. Look at all these people we are paying to look on while a private person goes to devastate our forest for his personal gain.
Well, thankfully, we have a few good people who are also doing some job. Erastus talks to some of them in this documentary. It's a must listen to.
You can't miss it. You absolutely can't miss it. Yeah, in my view, it's perhaps the most depressing compilation of facts about Galamsey that we've heard in a very long time. But you need to know it. You need to know what's happening. You need to understand why we are losing in spite of all the effort so far. Stay tuned.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the super morning show. Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, you're welcome. By the way, I mentioned earlier on the show that last year, November 2022, Parliament passed a law that has reopened forest reserves for mining. It's actually LI 2462. Okay, it's an LI for the Environmental Protection Act. Okay, which now allows, for mining in forest reserves, and the CSOs are kicking heavily against it. All of those details will be shared on the documentary and after. Stay with us for that. Now, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why Total offers specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
The Sukasa O'Granson Community's affordable luxury housing project is selling. They've got affordable housing units with three-bedroom units with an outhouse going for $97,500 USD. That's the starting price, or its prevalent city equivalent. They also have 4-bedroom units with an outhouse. Starting price for that is $195,000 USD, or its prevalent city equivalent. They offer various convenient payment options, and the projects are in East Legon. So that's East Legon Hills and Aimensa. You can find Sukasa on the Lagos Avenue in East Legon. Call them on 030-296-0865 or send a WhatsApp to 055-369-7886. You can also reach Sukasa via email. Email address is info@sukasa.com.gh and on all their social media handles at SukasaGH. Sukasa, building on trust.
Now, Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer. Okay, it's for a limited time, and it's on the dynamic Starlet, the robust Hilux, and the powerful Fortuner diesel. Okay, so when you make a decision to buy any of these cars, Toyota Ghana will give you an entire year of complimentary servicing. Yeah, it's quite a reward. The golden opportunity won't be around forever, so visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, or Takrady, or just call them on 0302 910 204. You can buy on credit through their finance partners, Toyota. Superior quality.
And the Heritage Christian College, that's a university set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education, is affiliated to KNUST, accredited by GTech, and they offer these degree programs, BBA programs, and the options are accounting with computing, accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management. Also BSc Nursing, Information Technology, Information Security, and BA Theology. They have a 12-month specialized master's degree programs in accounting and taxation, that's MSc, accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management. They also have professional courses. We're talking ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ICM UK, and media short courses. What makes them unique, as we always tell you, is the entrepreneurship training, which comes with financial support. They have one student, one laptop policy with terms and conditions, affordable and flexible fee structure. Scholarships also available. Here are the entry requirements: WASI or ABCE or GBCE. Also, if you have HND or diploma, you qualify. And if you're entering as a mature student, then you must be 25 years and above. Here's a number to dial for the online serial number is *789*300#. Get the online serial number or visit their website hcuc.edu.gh to apply. They are in Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Call them on 020-229-8399 or 0547-777-731. Website again is hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian College, a university training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
All right, I've been telling you, kingdomstoreonline.com. That's where you need to be, because everything from Kingdom Books and Stationery is there, waiting for you to come and pay via Momo across all networks and have it delivered to your home or office in sharp time. If you're in Accra or Tema, you get free delivery as well, which is worth considering. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And times are hard. That's why SG, that's Societe Generale Ghana, has reloaded the Yateso Loans promotion. What it means is that SG has extended the Yateso Loans promotion all the way to the 29th of this month of September. So if you're looking to pay off those bills without shedding a tear, sort out the kids' school fees, refurbish your home, or start building that dream castle you've always fantasized about, this is your golden ticket. SG Ghana has actually given you more time to jump on this epic loan promotion. They are offering discounted interest rates on their loans to customers and non-customers, including employees on the Controller and Accountant General payroll. So dash into any of their 42 networked outlets or simply call SG on 0302-214-314 and let them sprinkle some financial magic into your life. Yateso Loans promotion reloaded now ends on the 29th of September. Remember, terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you.
Yeah, well, the future is now, because it's time for the nutrition line from Nestle, and they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Good morning, dear listener. On today's edition of Nestle Nutrition Line, we're discussing some common eye diseases, starting with age-related macular degeneration. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisoa. Age-related macular degeneration is an eye condition that is associated with aging and so is common among the elderly. It results in a decline in vision and the ability to do common daily tasks such as reading and driving. Age-related macular degeneration affects the macula, which is part of the retina that allows the eye to see fine details. Another common eye disease is cataracts, which is a clouding of the eye's lens and is the leading cause of blindness worldwide. Clouded vision caused by cataracts can make it more difficult to read or drive a car, especially at night. Cataracts can occur at any age because of a variety of causes and can be present at birth. Cataracts can be managed initially using eyeglasses, but surgery is available to completely cure it. If you have any eye-related questions, you should see an ophthalmologist who is a doctor specializing in eye care. I hope you've learned something useful, something beneficial that you can apply. We'll be standing by to hear from you. As you know by now, your feedback is precious, so do please keep in touch. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The following numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. Have a beautiful day and do only the things that are good for you, body, mind, and soul. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
I'm sure you guys have noticed that more people are born in September than any other month of the year.
Yes!
It's serious.
It's the month of delivery.
That means your parents were having a very happy new year. They welcomed the new year with a big bang. But no, so many September borns. It's unbelievable. And so you will notice that many more birthday wishes come through. But we love them. So why not? Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa.
Yes, so Franco Trading has taken delivery of CCTV cameras with on-screen display menu and easy configuration. They have chest freezers and refrigerators as well as washing machines. They also have all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs, 32 to 55 inches, and Franco air condition. And listen, when you shop online, you get a good 40% discount in all their shops nationwide. So download the Franco Trading app on Play Store, visit their website francotrading.com, and do not pick any Franco number on Google. Instead, here are the Franco Trading Enterprise numbers to call anytime: 0246 422 338 or 055 5939 111. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa.
All right, well, let's see whose birthday it is. A bunch of them already. I told you.
Shall I shoot?
Yeah, shoot.
Okay, so one of my closest friends back in junior high school, she's taken the lead. She's hit the 4th floor today. Esme Sewa Boating, aka Mrs. Esme Sewa Boating Donko of Ghana National College, is your birthday today. Enjoy your birthday.
All right, I've got a bunch of them here. So I'll start with this one. It says, happy birthday to you, Patience Omabo of Nationwide Medical Insurance. You share your birthday with your daughter, Josie Omabo of East Airport International School, and your dearest husband, Dr. Nicholas Ni Norte Omabo, says he loves you both so much and wants you to have a fabulous year filled with love. This one is a special birthday wish to Mr. Daniel Ajay Labi, head of KYC Retail Societe Generale Ghana. Lord bless you for all you do. It's from your wife and daughters. And this one says, special shouts to, it's not a birthday, but it's a very important one. Special shouts to my big sister Mona Lisa, who survived an accident on Saturday. Okay, your brother Kwame Ajato says best is ahead, and we thank God. All right, this one says kindly send my birthday wishes to 3 very important and distinctive special people in my life. I told you, 3 from one person. To my sweet wife and bedmate, Mrs. Loretta Esso, Deputy Head, National Public Health and Reference Lab, Kolebu. And the message is, I love you a lot. I'm lucky to be by your side. Mr. Salem Kalmoni. Salem Kalmoni, who is the MD of Japan Motors. Great guy. Salem, happy birthday to you. This one is a belated birthday wish to Makafui Ama Esso, who is the daughter of Thomas Kwame Esso. He's the one wishing all these people happy birthday. Happy birthday to Francis Senanu Dekuche. Enjoy your day, and may God's abundant grace, favor, and mercy not depart from you. Also, happy birthday to Kojo Ochribeni, Tara Squire. My dear friend T Squeezy of EcoBank. Lord Zida, Isaac Oko, Sam Okujeto Senior, Andrew Suta, Papa Nixon Yeboah, our very own Nixon, celebrating his birthday today. Anthony Arthur, Clement Sowa, and Linda Williams Setchere. Happy birthday to all of you. You see, I told you, plenty. All right, now the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Allianz Life Insurance. We secure your future. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker, and DSTV.
It's your moment. So listen, imagine sitting in the stands of Anfield cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal. Well, this dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. It's just so simple to be eligible. There's an equal chance for clients and non-clients. So if you're non-client, here's what you do. Download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But if you're an existing client, well, just do what you do more. Transact more, participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presence you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes as well. Open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLE on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered. We're here for good.
All right, late entry. This one says, happy birthday to Andrews Yankee, a.k.a. DJ Nero. God bless you. It's from Gina. And happy birthday to Koko Ayita of the Head of State Award Scheme. So imagine getting rewarded for doing something you already do every single day. Well, sounds too good to be true. Well, that's what Momo season is all about. There is something for everyone. Download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant, either through the QR code or the merchant ID, and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis every week and other amazing prizes. Now, merchants are not left out of the reward. You can receive payments and win. Keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. There are lots and lots of exciting prizes for everyone. So, what are we doing today? Transact more with Momo Pay. Earn more points and win big this Momo season. Go to momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for Business account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. Terms and conditions apply.
And experience life insurance from the comfort of your home. Secure your life and that of your loved ones by joining the Allianz Life family and enjoy true peace of mind. You can also buy your life insurance policy, pay premiums on an existing account, check your balance, withdraw your insurance savings, initiate claims, and receive payments promptly, all by simply dialing *1890# on MTN. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future.
All right, well, to win every week, football players need to train for many years. 1xBet players can get on the road to success much faster by taking part in the Jackpot of the Week promotion. Go to the promotion page on the site or in the bookmaker's application and get a chance of winning. No one guarantees that you will win quickly and become a millionaire. However, success favors only brave ones. So risk and win. Register on 1xBet and get a welcome bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis with the promo code GHJackpot. Medase.
Thank you very much, Kojo. Good morning to you. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio, Tahiru Fentio. Coming up this morning.
By Jesus! Oh, Gabriel Jesus! Back from injury, back with a bang, and that is the icing on top of the cake.
Oscar Bob Kane, but that's brilliant from Sergio Gomez. Haaland! Hat-trick! Another hat-trick for Erling Haaland.
Here's Alain, Casado gave it away. Good ball that for Anthony Elanga. Elanga puts Forest in front.
Takes, there's a flick at the near post, and it's turned home by Mohamed Salah, who scores now for Liverpool.
That's right, Chelsea caught in the forest fire. The Red Devils gunned down in London, and the citizens show who truly rules England as the Premier League returned for match week 4. Also in this bulletin.
Now, Dempsey has it, the wide open floor. He's going to go in for the dunk, and Lithuania have dodged a bullet. They have done it. They have beaten the USA to clinch first place in Group G.
As debate rages on in the United States about whether the NBA champions should be called world champions, Lithuania serves the Americans a reminder why they cannot make assumptions with a humbling victory over the USA at the FIBA World Cup. Details of that and more later. But first, Thomas Partey has been left out of the Black Star squad for the crucial Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against the Central African Republic on Thursday in Kumasi. Ghana must avoid defeat in the game to secure qualification to next year's tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. But they must do it without their deputy captain, who picked up injury in training on Thursday and is expected to be out for a few weeks. Here's the Arsenal boss, Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, I don't know. He got injured in training and he doesn't look good. We need some more tests, but we believe he's going to be out for weeks. I think it's more a groin, but it can be something in between.
Can be something in between. Also missing in the 25-man squad is goalkeeper Joseph Wallacott, defender Daniel Amate, and midfielder Majid Ashmeru, who are all suffering from injuries. But captain Andre Ayew is included, despite remaining clubless since leaving Nottingham Forest in May, and has had no pre-season of any kind. But Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, Makado, says Ayew's experience cannot be discarded in making squad selections.
He's a phenomenal leader. I mean, he has everybody that knows him that he fights. He leaves everything on the pitch. He doesn't go home with an empty gun. He fires every bullet out there on the pitch. So we all know that. So from that standpoint, you know that he's gonna come in and give you 110% every day, every night, and the team rallies around him. He's been around for a long time. He's seen a lot, and he's the captain. So obviously, it's important that we all support him.
GFA Vice President Makado. Ghana will play a friendly game against Liberia in Accra on Tuesday, September 12, 5 days after the AFCON qualifier in Kumasi. Midiama striker Jonathan Sowa, he's been handed a debut call-up for the two games, and he's celebrated by scoring 2 goals to give Midiama a 2-1 win over Dreams FC in the Ghana Super Cup game on Sunday. Also known as the Champion of Champions game, the match is a curtain raiser for the new Ghana Premier League season, which kicks off on September 15. Now, the opening ceremony of the first ever African Paralympic Games took place yesterday at the Bukom Boxing Arena in Accra. My colleague Kwame Benai was there and files this report.
Hundreds of athletes from over 10 countries gathered at the Bukom Boxing Arena in Accra for the opening ceremony of the first ever African Para Games. The Ghana Supporters Union did not disappoint, as they dazzled the audience with an electrifying performance to set the tone for the ceremony. In attendance were the President of the African Paralympic Committee, Samson Dean, Minister of Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, and other dignitaries. With Ghana hosting the maiden edition of the continental event, President Samson Dean made this assurance.
We should be proud. Ghana, 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 we made it. We made it. We made it. I am happy to represent your interest. I am happy to make the day happen. September 3, 2023 will be the day that we will forever remember in the history of the sport.
The tournament was later officially launched with performances that represent the various African countries partaking in the tournament.
With your indulgence and on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic, I wish to declare the first African Para Games Accra 2023 duly open.
Yeah, that's the Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf in that report from Kwame Benai. Elsewhere, the Ghana national volleyball team is in Egypt competing in the African Volleyball Championships. The men play this morning at 9 a.m. They face the host nation. Now, in the Premier League, Erling Haaland scored a hat-trick to set champions Man City on their way to a thumping 5-1 win over Fulham to maintain their 100% record start to the season. But their neighbours Man United were beating in London by old rivals Arsenal, who left it late to secure a 3-1 win over the Red Devils. The Man United manager Erik ten Hag, after the game, took issue with the officiating.
I think the performance is right from us. I think we played a very good game, but everything went against us. And then of course, then you don't win the game. And with a little bit more luck, you win the game.
What do you feel in particular went against you?
You saw the game, but it's no offside. Wrong angle. It's a penalty on Højlund. and then we go see the goal. That's a foul on Johnny Evans. It's so clear and obvious.
All right, Ten Hag obviously not happy. There was more trouble for United after the game, actually. Ten Hag explained that he left Jadon Sancho, out of the squad because he didn't train well. Sancho took exception to his manager's comments and released his own statement on Twitter where he basically called Ten Hag a liar. It's really fascinating stuff. Meanwhile, Arteta, whose side have now moved within 2 points of leaders Man City, says he was very pleased with the win.
I think we work and we do what we do every day to live moments like this. It was beautiful at the end to celebrate it with our fans the way it happened, and it shows you that this sport at the top level is about the small margins, and I think we merit to win the game, that's for sure, but it could have gone the other way if they scored them they want to.
Elsewhere, Chelsea suffered a shock 1-0 defeat at home to Nottingham Forest. The Blues have just one win in their opening 4 games in the Premier League, despite spending $1 billion in the last 3 transfer windows. Their manager, Mauricio Pochettino, is begging for patience for his squad.
That is a process that you need to be, to think a little bit about to give time, yes, certain player. But I think today I think we create chances.
He created chances, we couldn't score. That's Pochettino. Liverpool, they beat Aston Villa 3-0 with Dominic Szoboszlai scoring his first goal for the club and Mohamed Salah getting the other. In La Liga,
Lucas Vazquez sees the gap, goes for it, winds it up, Soria spills it! Who else? Who else is in it again? Jude Bellingham!
That's right, the English boy in Madrid, Jude Bellingham, just can't stop scoring. His 4th goal in 4 games for Real Madrid. And this one meant more, coming in the 95th minute to secure Carlo Ancelotti's men. A come from behind 2-1 win over Getafe to keep their 100% record start to the season. Barcelona also beat Osasuna by the same scoreline, with Robert Lewandowski converting a late penalty to down 10-man Osasuna. New signings João Felix and João Cancelo both made their debuts for Barcelona in the game. In France, Enes Neuer's Lyon debut was overshadowed by Kylian Mbappe, who scored twice as champions Paris Saint-Germain powered to a 4-1 win over troubled Lyon in Ligue 1. On Sunday, Neuer was handed a start and played 76 minutes, but he couldn't save his side, and it's the French World Cup winner's strong start to the season that is making the headlines after a summer overshadowed by a high-profile contract dispute. He now has 5 goals, Mbappe, that is, in 4 games.
Now, Dempsey has it. The wide open floor. He's going to go in for the dunk. And Lithuania have dodged a bullet. They have done it. They have beaten the USA to clinch first place in Group G.
That's right. That's the shock everybody's talking about. The U.S. basketball team were embarrassingly defeated by Lithuania in the FIBA World Cup as fans hit out at NBA players for calling themselves world champions. Now, while the USA are advancing to the quarterfinals of the tournament as well as securing a spot at the Paris Olympic Games, the defeat to the Eastern European nation has caused utter shock on social media. The score ended 110-104 in favor of Lithuania, who shot 100% from three-point range as US head coach Steve Kerr admitted his side deserved to lose.
Yeah, it was a great basketball game. Lithuania obviously just came out of the gates on fire. I think they made their first 9 or 10 threes, took it to us, and I love the way our guys fought back, played much better in the second half, competed like crazy, and gave it a really good run, but it wasn't enough. We're fortunate that the loss doesn't hurt us in terms of our goal, which is to win the gold medal. And I thought Lithuania was brilliant tonight, and they deserve to win.
USA basketball coach Steve Kerr. Before we go, tennis, Coco Gauff underlined her credentials as one of the US Open title favorites with a gutsy victory over Caroline Wozniacki to reach the quarterfinals. Also through to the quarterfinals is Novak Djokovic, who enjoyed a smooth passage with victory over Croatian qualifier Borna Gojo, who's had a very surprise run in this US Open Championships. That's all the latest from the world of sports. My name is Fento Tahiru Fento. Back to you, Mama V.
All right, thanks, Fent. And we quickly have to cross over to Uncle White for Food for Thought, which is brought to us by Riverman Productions. Be the difference.
The difference.
Yes, Uncle, apologies for the late start of Food for Thought this morning. But Naked in Bed is a must watch. Must.
It was exciting to see you, gorgeous.
I want to return this weekend.
Oh, you're always welcome. What did you like about the show?
Oh, CD was my favorite. Listen, the act, the lesson, most importantly, but the fun. There was too much fun even outside the theater itself. Outside the main theater. But the lesson, Uncle, the lesson in there.
Well, it is always good to have you at the theater, and the play is running this weekend as well. So, if unlike Mama V, you have not seen it, then please come and watch it.
Auntie CD was my favorite. Uncle, listen to this. Please listen to this. This was the atmosphere outside Keke.
Yeah. Yes. My live theater company, Riverman Productions, put up our very first play, Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands, in September of 2008. That is the third quarter of the year. And so every quarter 3 is our anniversary quarter. And this year, our anniversary play is Naked in Bed, which premiered on Friday and ran through the weekend and will run again this weekend. It marks the 15th anniversary of my quarterly live theater productions. What that means is that for the past 15 years, minus the period of the lockdown and the ban on public gathering, my team and I have been delighting our patrons every quarter with a new play at the National Theatre. That means a lot of plays and a lot of shows. And that also means a lot of experiences, insights, and lessons. This morning, I want to share with you some of the lessons and insights from the 15 years of the quarterly shows. Here we go. Number 1, Ghana abounds in talent. Since 2008, I have been holding auditions for new members to my drama group every year. And it is always overwhelming to see the numbers of very talented and passionate young people who turn up. Ghana's human resource in every area is awesome. And we need to recognize that as our most important resource in Ghana. Number 2, Ghana man's time is an excuse. Most programs and events in Ghana begin late, sometimes more than 1 whole hour late. If you ask the organizers, they will tell you that Ghanaians have their own time called the Ghana man's time, GMT. And that Ghanaians will come late no matter what you do, and so you have to wait for them. I decided right from the first Riverman production that we will respect the time of our patrons and start our shows on time. And over the years, we have. I see starting any event late as disrespectful to the patrons, especially to those who are disciplined with their time. I feel disrespected myself with anyone who wastes my time. And that is why I decided not to start any show late. Now, our regular patrons know that my productions will start on time. And so before our curtain opener, over 60% to 70% of those who would be attending are already seated in the auditorium and enjoying good music. The same Ghanaians that people say cannot keep time are not late for my shows. Number 3, most Ghanaians do not have any social life. We at Riverman Productions work very hard to interest people in our shows. We reach out to the public on a continuous basis. And we find that for most Ghanaians, their social lives consist of work, home, church. Now, every now and then, that cycle is expanded to include a funeral or a wedding. The majority of Ghanaian couples do not eat outside on any regular basis, and they do not go out. Many of them check the cost of an outing and they decide that it is cheaper to stay at home. So tell them the price of a ticket to a show, and immediately they think of what they can cook with that amount. Unfortunately, when it comes to calculating the cost and benefit of entertainment or an outing, most Ghanaians only think of the costs. They do not factor into the equation the benefits of an outing. It is rare to find people who understand that a good outing is good for their well-being and their health. Most people think that outings are only for the very rich who do not know what to do with their money. We should understand that our lives in Ghana are very stressful, and that many of us need to begin taking time on a regular basis to de-stress because it takes its toll. Number 4, a lot of people are getting addicted to their phones. There is a phenomenon I see at not just my shows, but at every event I attend. And it is this: people just cannot put down their phones. People come to the theater and you see them laughing and enjoying the show, but they are also checking what is going on social media on their phones. 2 weeks ago, I had a chat with someone who trains managers for major companies, and she said, Uncle Ebo, for at least one session, I asked the managers to put away their phones, and many of them become restless and disoriented, like a drug addict needing a fix. The interesting thing is that most people will say that they are not addicted to their phones, and yet they cannot go for more than 30 minutes without reaching out for their phones just for the comfort of knowing that it is near. Number 5, Ghanaians tend to have a very low expectations of anything Ghanaian. Most Ghanaians, especially those who have lived outside, assume that a show being put up by a fellow Ghanaian will be a poor show. Every quarter, I meet at least one person who is watching any of my plays for the very first time, and they will say, oh, I had no idea that a show like yours was possible in Ghana. Others will say, I would have been very sad if I had missed this show. To the latter, I usually say, well, if you had not come to watch it, you would have had no idea of what you are missing. I do not know what it would take for Ghanaians to develop confidence in the ability of fellow Ghanaians. It is not fair to judge the quality of what you have not experienced, and yet people do it all the time in Ghana. Ironically, if it is a show by a foreigner, the average Ghanaian assumes that it will be great and better than anything a Ghanaian could put up. And they make this assumption even when they have not seen the show. It is time to have more confidence in the ability of our kind, because many Ghanaians are doing great things right here in Ghana. And gorgeous, that's the abridged version of my presentation this morning, because I want to respect your time.
Oh, Uncle, thank you so much. We are grateful for food for thoughts this morning.
So come again this weekend.
I am coming, pa. And I've put up
enjoy
a post.
The week.
Yes, enjoy it too, Uncle Ebo. I've put up a post on Facebook. I'll tell you a lot more about it. I'm willing to give you a ticket so that we can all go and watch Uncle Ebo White's latest play, Naked in Bed. Let's bring you the Joy Business Minutes. It's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Interest rates continue to surge on the money market, signaling an increase in the cost of domestic debt. According to the latest results by the Bank of Ghana, the government recorded about 15.10% oversubscription of treasury bills to the tune of 3.52 billion cedis. Ghana should, before the end of this year, have its first domestic credit ratings agency established. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons putting in place structures for the agents to take off. Economist Professor Charles Acker has called for the review of the property tax regime to make it more targeted and efficient. And the US says its economic relationship with China is mutually beneficial, and opening lines of communication is key to maintaining it. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
We're always grateful to Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, for bringing us the Business Minute here on the Super Morning Show. Now, if you are a government worker looking for quick access to financial assistance at most competitive interest rates, then look no further. CBG is offering you access to loans up to 250,000 Ghana cedis and up to 72 months repayment period. For more information on how to access CBG controller loans, just walk into any of CBG's 114 branches nationwide or call them on 0302 216,000. Send an email to info@cbg.com.gh or visit cbg.com.gh. You can also visit their social media handles. CBG is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and get additional information. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They stock genuine spare part of all kinds of various generators as well, and they also do generator rentals. So everything generator you can find at Anointed Electricals. In East Legon, find them on the Lagos Avenue and opposite Tomrick Hotel. So that's just the road opposite Tomrick Hotel. In Tema, on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 19, just after the overhead, and at Odoko. That's where you find the head office, is at number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road, Accra. They have branches nationwide, so look for Anointed, the generator expert. Call their hotline on 0243 480 334. It's your birthday today. Raymond Smith of Afrimas Network wishing you an awesome, blissful birthday. And it's also your birthday today. Yvonne Ayi of Graphic Communications Group Limited Corporate Communications Unit. Yvonne, enjoy your birthday today. Have a blast. Food for thought. We had Uncle White Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the Difference, and his latest play, Naked in Bed. It was everything good from the message itself in the play, the lessons that it teaches you. If you're a young couple, if you are you're thinking about getting married, you're actually on the road, please watch this play before you say I do. If you're struggling in your marriage, this is one play that you must watch as a couple. It shows at the National Theatre again this Friday, 7 p.m. That's one show on Friday. Saturday, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And then on Sunday, 1, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 3 shows. That's the Riverman 123. You can't miss a play. Whatever you do, it will cost you only 150 Ghana cedis. And I tell you what, it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. It will save your marriage. Tickets are available via the cover short code *365 *535 # on all networks. You can also visit the Riverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram. Call 050-554-6010. Send WhatsApp to 050-554-6030. Sponsors: Ebony Condoms, Gino Tomato Mix, and GCB Bank PLC. Communication partners: Notify and Logistic Movers. Riverman Productions, be the difference. So I'm giving out tickets. If you are a couple, if you're planning on getting married, I want to give you a ticket because you must watch this play. If you're in a relationship, a marriage, and you're struggling, then you are the one that I want to give a ticket to as well, so that you can watch this play this weekend. It will do magic to your relationship. Naked in play, naked in bed. Thanks to the entire Riverman team. Uncle Ibo White. This is another awesome play. Our social media messages here on the show, as always, brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana AIDS Commission tests to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. And GTP, as we say, lifestyle. So we know different emergency numbers. We know police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. But do you know your money emergency number? So if you found yourself in a money emergency situation, what number would you dial? Are you familiar with star 770 hash? Star 770 hash. Is it saved on your phone? Because that number could just save you in a money emergency situation. It gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases. So much more you can do with star 770 hash. And what's interesting is you don't need internet for this. Just dial star 770 hash. EcoBank will always come to your rescue when you do so. So dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. On the Super Morning Show today,
the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining.
Business persons have been given concessions. They've gone into our forest reserves, into our landscape, mined it for gold, traded it, kept the profit for themselves. And the public is going to pay for a loan that is now going to be used to reclaim the mess of some businesses. It's not fair. And there's no way anyone, and even the World Bank, should support such an initiative.
That's our latest Hotline documentary. Today we'll share with you how companies permitted to go and reclaim lands in the forest as a result of illegal mining themselves are engaged in illegal mining, destroying further what we've lost. And if you want to know the importance of the forest, well, we talk about the ecosystem, we talk about resources such as clean water, which supports our health and welfare as a people. We're paying 1 Ghana cedis extra because of illegal mining activity. So already we're paying harshly because of illegal mining. And it hasn't stopped. It's still ongoing. Listen, civil society is currently fighting an LI that was passed by Parliament in November last year. They say if that piece of law is not revoked, it will accelerate the destruction of the already depleted forest. So, Forestry Commission is still granting forest entry license for mining. We've got a long way to go with the fight against illegal mining, but we're not giving up. So today, Erastus Asari Donko will share with us more discoveries that will break your heart. But most importantly, it would also empower all of us to continue the fight against illegal mining. It's our Hotline documentary here on the Super Morning Show this morning. A Hotline documentary titled Forest Under Siege. We will bring you you would picture it, but if you're on social media, then you can watch it as well. So you can listen to it here on Joy FM and watch it on social media, all our social media handles on Facebook, on YouTube, and follow this conversation. It's a Hotline documentary produced by Erastus Asare Donko.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
This is Joy 99.7 FM. Big stories here on the show brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest film, your partner for life. Belmonte by CPL developers, the ultimate luxury experience. Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. So here's one from Vodafone. There's amazing news from Vodafone Fixed Broadband. Vodafone is offering a big welcome offer to all new fixed broadband customers. New customers who purchase a broadband plan for 1 month get 50% bonus data. Alternatively, if you pay 3-month subscription in advance, you receive 50% bonus data plus free installation. Don't miss out on these amazing offers. Join the Vodafone broadband family today and enjoy reliable, fast, super fast internet, really connectivity that gives you best value for your money. Dial star 900 hash, star 900 hash, or call 050 555 5111. That's 050 555 5111. Visit my Vodafone app or fbb.vodafone.com.gh to sign up for the Vodafone Fixed Broadband welcome offer. Vodafone, further together. And if you're looking for 1, 2, 3 L-shaped sofa, crafted to the finest details, available in the color that you would love for your home, your office, or perhaps for a hotel. If you're looking for sofa that gives you comfort, is durable, is of good quality and has got perfect finishing, then it's got to be Latest Foam. Is your one-stop shop destination, whatever your choice and budgets. Buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam is your partner for life. And let's talk about Belmonte. You know, I get excited talking about Belmonte. They've got some luxurious, comfortable apartments and homes, really. It's a good investment. Belmonte is in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue. They've got stylish apartment that offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. So if you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy one-bedroom apartment, or a spacious two-bedroom apartment, perhaps a custom villa, Belmonte would just make it happen for you. They have some other offers that gives you good relaxation, and then it will also keep you entertained. So what do you say? Just check them out. Give them a call on 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Take the first steps towards your dream home. Sign up for their 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Belmonte is developed by CPL.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh, good morning to our friends at Bank of Africa. And that new place of yours, that SME business space you have in Osu, just right opposite Woodine. Oh, that's breathtaking. And, you know, they have this amazing service that they are providing. If you're an SME, then you get 2 relationship managers to manage your account. I really like that, because sometimes when you have one, it is wahala. When they are busy, then you have to wait. But when you have 2, it makes it all so easy. So check them out, Bank of Africa. Good morning to all of you, particularly those at the SME, the new branch in Osu. Hope you have a fantastic day today. All right, stay with us here on the Super Morning Show and keep your comments coming through. We're talking Galamsey today. We're looking at the Apamprama Forest. Erastus Asare Donko has got some revealing revelations to share here on the Super Morning Show. It would provoke you. it will make you think again about that 1 Ghana cedis that we're paying for water extra, because the next time it could be 5 Ghana cedis. 05511119997. That's our WhatsApp number. Send your X messages with the hashtag JoySMS.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You go enjoy it. In my Brahmin chain. In my Brahmin chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload it, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall, tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents
Naked in Bed, an original Able White play.
Your mother said you are calling off the wedding. Where? My dress is ready and I must wear it. Drinks have been bought and I must drink it. Big men are coming and I must grab one. Where?
Vicky stumbled upon something and she's jumping to the wrong con.
Don't find him. I caught him in bed with my friend Mercedes. Jesus. No, she said Mercedes, not Jesus.
Venue, National Theatre. Date, September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Time, 1 show on Fridays at 7 p.m. 2 shows on Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 3 shows on Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rates 150 Ghana cedis. For tickets, dial *365 *535 hash. WhatsApp 050-554-6010 or visit all usual outlets. Sponsors GCB Bank, Gino Tomato Mix, Ebony Condoms, and M Notify. Roverman Production. Be the difference.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master planned community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments. Affordable luxury homes for everyone.
You know, I still haven't told my husband. I'm afraid of his reaction.
Oh, I thought you said you would try to disclose your HIV positive status to him on your birthday.
I wanted to, but never got round to it. It just did not seem like the right time to say it.
Don't you want him to go and test to know his status too?
Of course I do. I am just afraid of his reaction. I am afraid he will walk out on me and quit the marriage.
But you can't be too sure of that.
You know, the other day, when he heard HIV in the news, he referred to it as a bad disease. And I know a couple of people whose partners deserted them because they tested positive for HIV.
But it is also important for him to test for HIV and start antiretroviral medication if he is HIV positive.
So what should I do now?
Why don't we ask your HIV counselor at the facility for advice? Come on, let us call her and find out how best to disclose your HIV status to your husband and also get him to test for HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
Coffee in your cup and
Think of Ghana's forest as a pair of lungs or kidneys, cleaning our air and water, regulating rainfall, sunshine, and serving as a buffer against natural disasters. The country's kidneys and lungs are currently being attacked and perforated at a faster rate by illegal mining. 7 of Ghana's 16 regions have been affected by illegal mining activities. 34 of the country's 288 forest reserves have been affected, with an estimated destruction of 4,726 hectares, larger than twice the land size of Ashanti region, according to the Forestry Commission. Whilst the country begs for funds to slow down the destruction of its carbon filters, Parliament has amended environmental laws to open up existing, protected and production forests for more mining. Let's take a journey to the Apamprama Forest Reserve. The Apamprama Forest Reserve is one of 4 forest reserves within the Amansia Central and Amansia South administrative districts of the Ashanti region. The reserve was selected in 1937 and later demarcated in 1938. Ownership is vested in the Bekwai, Rempi, and Denyase paramounts. It derives its name from the Apamprama River, which takes its source from the Odumase portion of the reserve and flows into the Oda River. It covers a total area of 34.7 kilometers square with 21 admitted farms. For years, it has been the source of non-timber forest products like pestles, snails, kapok, sponge, spices, canes, bamboo and rattan, medicinal plants, and incense. It is also home to grass cutters, duikers, monkeys, antelopes, squirrels, and rats. The Apamprama Forest Reserve is surrounded by 5 major communities: Kobro, Abuakwa, Obenenebing, Aponapong, Ankam, Mansoafede, and Mosikrum. As of 2018, Apamprama served the timber needs of about 8 timber firms legally recognized as felon rights holders of the production forest. This is the Kobro community, an old town which sits deep within the Apamprama Forest Reserve. Residents still have fresh memories of how the destruction of the Kobro section of the reserve started in 2018. One by one, they tell me of how the late Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Sir John, in 2018 convinced the townsfolk that the government was undertaking a reclamation exercise in the forest.
Initially, they said they were covering pits, but then they started building settlements. We wondered why they were setting up shelters if they were just covering pits. Then a number of machines were brought in, so we mobilized to demonstrate. But Sir John came in and assured us they were just planting trees. But after a month when we went back, the forest was crawling a lot of miners.
That began a series of events that marked the woes and destruction of a once beautiful natural forest. A forest entry permit was granted to Unique Star Point Company Limited to carry out reclamation activities on some portions of the forest reserve in November 2017. In the same year, a forest entry permit was granted to Heritage Imperial Company Limited to conduct prospecting activities in December 2017. Unique Star Point Company Limited and Heritage Imperial Company Limited belong to Emmanuel Donald Intua and Reynolds Kwabi. Contrary to mining regulations, what was supposed to be prospecting and reclamation of the Apamprama Forest Reserve turned out to be active mining of the reserve with over 18 excavators and a number of bulldozers.
The forest became a no-go area. We could not enter the forest. They mounted huge barrier. They brought in bodyguards. I used to drive some miners into the forest. We had to endure drills from the military. We concluded that these people were sent from the top.
The illegal activity in the Kobro section of the Apamprama Forest Reserve went on for months under the watch of the Forestry Commission.
So this devastation went on, and the Apamprama Forest Reserve sites are right here. The Forestry Commission says it had no evil, it did not see anybody bringing in heavy equipment. This has lasted for close to a year. No government official got wind of it, or nobody was prepared to even face them.
After failed attempts by Operation Vanguard and other security agencies to stop the illegality, the Interministerial Task Force on Illegal Mining moved in to stop the pillaging of the forest. The law does not allow the use of heavy earth-moving equipment in prospecting in forest areas, but Imperial Heritage Mining Limited in 2018 was actively mining the reserve with about 30 excavators using a prospecting license.
Task Force Commander W1 Isaac Nyako is overwhelmed by the wanton destruction of forest.
Indeed, this is the largest. In fact, I don't even know how to start and how to end. I'm even shocked seeing the ground like this. The largest so far at this very site.
The company had destroyed a large part of the forest under prospecting, a crime they were never punished for. Nanayao Enin is the chief of Kobro. He indicates Imperial Heritage came back to mine in the forest after it was driven out.
Sir John met the whole community and told us they were doing reclamation. But in the end, when they mined and Ajukum burnt his machines, he came back to mine in the forest. The soldiers and the Forestry Commission know he came back.
In 2021, Imperial Heritage was back mining in the Odaho section of the Apamprama Forest Reserve, this time with a mining lease. This was at a time when the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abujinapo, had declared forest reserves and water bodies red zones and restricted areas where no mining should be allowed to take place.
We are pursuing that strongly.
The minister also instructed the Forestry Commission to desist from issuing forest entry permits for purposes of mineral prospecting or mining in any forest reserve. But in 2021, my team met Imperial Heritage Mining Limited and its Chinese miners mining the Odaho section of the Apamprama Forest Reserve under the protection of over 30 fully armed military men.
Sometimes we don't do things like that.
After our expose of the illegality in 2021, the military personnel were withdrawn, but authorities are yet to make public findings on who assigned them. The chief of Kobro, Nanayao Enin, narrates how he and his elders were treated when they confronted military men who besieged the forest to protect other miners in 2022.
On Monday, I, my linguist and some of my elders took a trip deep into the forest. We met a barrier manned by armed soldiers. This was in 2022. I introduced myself as the chief of Kobro and caretaker of the forest for Bekwai Paramountcy. I told them we've noticed some activity in the forest. We demanded to see their documents so we could inform the king of their presence. The soldier called the owner of the mining site on phone and told him of our presence. His boss told him to ask us whether the forest is owned by the government or the people of Kobro. We couldn't challenge the armed soldiers, so we left.
Since then, other illegal miners have joined the fray.
Now look at this. You can drive miles of devastation caused to this reserve.
The once green Apamprama Forest Reserve has been largely reduced to a wasteland. Valuable tree and animal species are all gone.
Maybe this is the only green that is still active. But valuable trees, the flora and fauna, animals, the river which lies dirty here, they are all gone.
The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining.
So while the president was giving this assurance, illegal miners were pillaging the Apamprama Forest Reserve.
Madam, what's your friend say? Madam Emilia.
This miner tells us he works for one Emilia, who we later learned is a politician. They are not working today because a military swoop on the area has affected them. Their equipment have been seized. We found her equipment parked inside Kobro town. The youth are not happy. Some of them have had their machines bent in another military operation.
When the soldiers came, they met one of our excavators on the road and they bent it. These equipment belong to Mama Emilia's group. She's a former women's organizer for MPP at Jacobo. We don't know why they did not burn her equipment.
These excavators are part of 16 equipment bent by personnel from the Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces in Kumasi on 7th June 2023. This move is part of an operation by the Forestry Commission to rid the Apamprama Forest Reserve of illegal miners to pave the way for a pilot reclamation exercise. Brigadier General Ajeman Prempe is the General Officer commanding the Central Command. His reaction when he first saw the degradation caused to the Apamprama Forest Reserve by irresponsible miners.
I felt shocked. I felt worried. I felt people were heartless. I felt they were not Ghanaian. And I just say that these are people that we need to ensure that they don't come around here anymore. Because I felt that generations behind have been robbed of something great.
16 excavators have been bent under his watch and a number of excavators seized and parked at the Central Command 4th Battalion grounds in Kumasi.
Once you find it in the forest, we burn. Once you find it along the riverside, we burn. Once you find it an area that is grey, where the individual has been given the rights to mine, we collect the machines and bring them to the command headquarters for you to come and justify with your documents if indeed you have the right to mine in the area. So the forest is a no-go, and it has been defined that it is an illegal area for anybody to mine.
Brigadier General Ajeman speaks of his resolve to protect what remains of the Apamprama Forest Reserve.
When you look at the environmental sustainability cycle, once you are destroying more than you can replant or you can build, it means that it is not sustainable. So what they are doing is not making this, the environment sustainable, because they are just destroying it and they are not building back. So we want to ensure that we get these people out, and then government agencies that are prepared to come and do reclamation can come and do that.
Even as he continues his onslaught on illegal mining in what is left of the Apamprama, we found Chinese miners and their Ghanaian collaborators have moved their equipment to this school, waiting for an opportunity to move in. Some indigents of Odaho, like Emmanuel Boama, are not happy with the destruction of the forest, but they say they are helpless.
We were adamant we would not allow them to destroy the forest. Soldiers, heavily built men, mounted a barrier at the Krupong and subjected us to severe beatings. We were overpowered. Because of the mining in the forest, all cocoa and other farms close to the forest were destroyed. When you use the polluted water on the cocoa, they wither. All our crops are not doing well due to the contamination of the soil.
There is a sharp contrast to how the Forestry Commission handles illegal miners and the local farmers who want a piece of the forest land to farm. Kwame Ejapon is a native of Kobro. He is growing cocoyam and plantain at the edge of what remains of the forest. His farming activity will not destroy the land, but he is allowed to farm here only on one condition: to put these pegs at measured intervals to plant trees that will grow with his crops. He can only harvest once and the trees will take over.
The forestry officials show us the intervals at which we peg the trees. They then bring us seedlings to plant. Their tree species grow rapidly.
If he doesn't do this, forest inspectors will destroy his farm.
If they find trees planted amidst the crops, you are safe. If they find out you have not planted the tree amidst your crops, they will destroy your farm.
But a few meters from his farm, illegal miners are allowed to destroy the forest, vegetation, trees, water, and the land permanently. Entities like Imperial Heritage Mining Limited violated environmental laws in 2018 when they mined the forest with prospecting licenses without any consequence. State agencies, including the Forestry Commission, have looked on for these large tracts of forest to be destroyed permanently for a period of about 4 years. Global Forest Watch data indicates that between 2001 and 2021, trees sitting on 1.41 million hectares of land were destroyed across Ghana. The destruction of tree cover is equivalent to about half the size of the entire Ashanti region, which is about 2.4 million hectares. This notwithstanding, Ghana has received $4,862,280 from the World Bank for reducing 972,456 tons of carbon emissions for the first monitoring period from June to December 2019.
Ghana is eligible to receive up to $50 million for 10 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions reduced by end of 2024.
Even though we celebrate this milestone today, Ghana's forest resources continue to face pressures from agricultural expansion, unsustainable logging, excessive wood harvesting for charcoal production and firewood, illegal mining, wildfires, and poaching.
So now it is the ball is in our court, working with the community, the chiefs and people to be able to improve upon the landscape.
In the midst of all this destruction and the billions of dollars in gold taken from this area, communities remain the poorest.
They brought in a transformer and wired the town, so we thought we would be connected in about a year.
Benenebane community, for instance, is yet to be connected to the national electricity grid. it has been reduced to poor infrastructure and a deprived community with few opportunities. Their farmlands are gone, forests degraded, water sources polluted, and the attendant change in climatic conditions have affected farming.
It is the forest that gives farmers in this area rain to farm. But now, if God doesn't intervene, we will not have the rains to grow our crops.
The indigents of Benenebin share their dilemma.
We've not gained anything. Look at our schools, toilet, and our town. We are helpless.
When they come, they promise a lot of things, but they don't fulfill these promises.
If the leaders of this town had insisted they will not allow the machines to enter the forest, they couldn't have destroyed the forest.
Meanwhile, Ghana has secured a $103 million World Bank loan to, among others, restore cocoa lands, engage the restoration of polluted water resources, and reclaim degraded forest lands, including the Apamprama Forest Reserve. Just before airing this report, we decided to go back to the Apamprama to gauge the situation there. We found many Chinese miners are back to mine in the forest. Some have hit the ground mining, while others have set up camp to continue mining in a forest built for reclamation.
You can see fresh excavators, about 8 drums of diesel ready to work. Equipment here and there. You can see the generators and the washing plants. The illegal miners are back.
We spotted active mining in areas where the military recently seized and burnt equipment. We were told by sources powerful people in government have brokered deals for these Chinese to mine where others have had their equipment burnt.
I happen to witness.
Yoda is a journalist who has been monitoring events in the Apamprama Forest Reserve. He has witnessed the selective justice adopted by the forest guards in protecting this reserve.
I was going to interview these illegal miners. One of them was ready to speak to me, and then we saw the vehicle of the forestry, that's the rapid response unit of the Forest Commission, moving to the site. They came and then they took their generators, their pumping machines, and even their motorbikes, and they set fire on all these items. But then few meters from where they were burning these items was an excavator digging. So I asked the officer, so say, why are you chasing these illegal miners here by leaving this excavator digging for the same people who are also doing the illegal mining? Then he told me that, oh, for them, they are working in the off reserve. So that's why they are not going there. But before he told me that, one of them who spoke to me on their quiet told me that the issue is political. So when they come into the forest, they can't arrest whoever they want to arrest. The DCE or the MP will have to give them the order as to who they can arrest. So it tells me that clearly there is a political hand or a big hand somewhere that is manipulating this whole thing.
Many of these farmers have had their source of livelihood destroyed by the mining of this forest. But their taxes will pay for the $103 million contracted to reclaim the devastation. Environmental conservation organization Arocha Ghana has a problem with that.
Sometimes I ask myself, why does even the World Bank even support such initiatives or push those initiatives before us?
Daryl Bosu is Deputy National Director.
Business persons have been given concessions. They've gone into our forest reserves, into our landscape, mined it for gold, traded it, kept the profit for themselves. And the public is going to pay for a loan that is now going to be used to reclaim the mess of some businesses. It's not fair. And there's no way anyone, and even the World Bank, should support such an initiative.
As the president leads the annual Green Ghana initiative of planting trees across Ghana, hundreds of trees are being felled and forests pillaged across the country by illegal miners for gold. Darrell describes it as a charade.
If you look at the logic of planting several millions of trees in a particular day, and then taking a whole year, the rest of the year, to destroy many other forest reserves, old existing forests that provide significant biodiversity services, ecosystems like water provision and all of that, you ask yourself, really, is this logical? So we believe it is just a charade in terms of all the things that is said on podiums and also the so-called commitment of the president.
Dr. Stephen Apiatechi is an environmental planning expert and a senior lecturer with the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He is worried about the rate at which Ghana is depleting its forest through illegal mining.
A leader can destroy the economy. He can be pardoned. But when a leader destroys the natural resources, they've destroyed the very existence of its citizenry, including future generations. And this is how serious Ghana's state is. But the question is, didn't the colonial masters knew that there was gold in these forest reserves? Didn't they know that there were bauxite in this forest reserve? Why did they leave it there? And that puts serious questions on our political system. If the colonial masters were criticized, save these resources. If the lives of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah save these resources, how come our fourth republic, that we pride ourselves as being a democracy, is the one destroying these resources? We should put questions on that. So the extent of discussion, not only forest but water body, is alarming. It doesn't look good for the nation.
Even as the country reels under the current devastation of forest, Parliament has amended the country's environmental guidelines to open up both protected and production forest for mining. Darrell Bosu describes the passage of LI 2462 in 2022 as an indication the government intends to continue to mine the country's forest reserves.
Right after seeing the LI, we decided to go on to the MINCOM repository of concession, the database, and we realized that one GSBA, Boyne Tunnel, had already been given out for mining, and this was right after that LI was passed. What we don't know is whether the presidential approval that is required before these forest reserves, a GSBA, is assessed, has been done. And it's something that I believe that we still need to continue and identify. So for us, we believe that this law actually demonstrates to us that the government has no intention to stop assessing our forest reserves for mining. It looks like they are really on a course of accelerated mining and nothing is going to stop them.
For now, Brigadier General Agyemang Prempeh and his men say they are bent on protecting what is left of the Apamprama Forest Reserve.
We will have to take the fight to them and ensure that they don't get what they want, but we are able to leave what belongs to Ghana now, Ghana tomorrow, and Ghana in the future.
Whatever action is taken today on the preservation of these natural resources, it will affect the people we love positively or negatively, now or in the future. But in the meantime, the Apamprama Forest Reserve is under siege, and the time to act is now.
I told you this thing would depress you. But just look. I mean, if you were able to watch the visuals on our Facebook page, at the very end of that documentary, there is a big panoramic shot taken with a drone of miles and miles and miles of degraded land turned into just a moon surface of waterlogged craters. All of them dug by humans to illegally mine gold. And it's just a few humans. Just a few, a handful of people who are benefiting from this while they devastate square miles of land that belongs to all of us. They are killing our forests, they are poisoning our water, and they are being enabled to do it by powerful people in government. Today we're asking you whether you have any faith in this government or our government's ability to protect our forests and stop galamsey. That's the question I would love to hear your answer to in just a short while. Now, you know we talk about water all the time. In fact, life without water is impossible. But what do you really know about the water you drink? With Verna purified water, you are not only guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, but you're assured of water that is purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation to meet the standard quality your body needs. With over 100,000 bottles consumed every day, Verna purified water has gained acceptance as the #1 water brand in Ghana today. Now, with every bottle of Verna water you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Verna Changing Lives initiative. From its orphanage projects to drilling of boreholes, surgery payments, and payment of fees for brilliant but needy students, Verna Purified Water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna Purified Water, and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna Purified Water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association, and it is changing people's lives. This advert is FDA approved. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some delicious news to share with you today. Imagine a biscuit made from real cereal, packed with wholesome oats and grains containing less sugar. The biscuit is not only a treat for your taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. I'm talking about McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuit. McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. It's delicious, nutritious, and affordable. It's made with whole grain oats packed with fiber and real cereals with less sugar. So worry no more. With McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuits, your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. Beware of imitations. Remember to go for the original McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuits and start your day with a smile. McBerry Breakfast Cereal Biscuits, goodness for your morning. This advert is FDA approved. Now, the Cyber Security Authority is licensing cybersecurity service providers and accrediting establishments and professionals as part of its regulatory mandate pursuant to Section 4 of the Cybersecurity Act 1038. Now, this exercise is to ensure that industry players offer services in accordance with approved standards in line with domestic regulatory requirements and international industry best practices. Among many other benefits, the exercise will provide a legal basis for practitioners to operate and serve as recognition for professionals to offer cybersecurity services in the country. This activity which commenced in March 2023, is part of preparatory measures being established by the CSA to develop Ghana's cybersecurity industry. Go to the CSA website, which is csa.gov.gh for more information. Concerns should be sent to compliance@csa.gov.gh. Call 053-114-0408. CSA, a secure and resilient digital Ghana. Now, are you tired of the daily commute to work during rush hour? Or maybe you're planning a girls' night out and need a reliable ride. Perhaps you need to deliver important parcels and you want them to get there on time. But whatever your reason for commuting, Access Bank and Uber have got you covered. With the Access Bank Visa card, you can now enjoy 30% off your Uber rides. That's right, 30% off every ride. Use the promo code Access Ride Savings to enjoy affordable convenience and cheaper rides even on a limited budget. So don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to save big on your daily commute. Go to ghana.accessbankplc.com or find them on social media today to learn more and start enjoying and saving on your Uber rides like never before. Access Bank, more than banking. Right, now when we come back, we will be talking to Ken Ashigbe. We will also be hearing from Erastus Asari Donko himself and Daryl Bosu, who is the Deputy Nation Director for Arocha Ghana. You heard his voice on the Hotline documentary. You'll be hearing his take on what must happen next. All of that after these.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Here she comes. So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahorfe from GTP, the perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahorfe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP. Life styled.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
To play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Say share betting. Games are hold on. Pay out in so. Right better man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
We need you to read all of this in the next 30 seconds. Is that okay?
Yeah? All of it? Do they really offer all of this?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
All the goals, clashes and moments. All of Rashford, Salah and Saka. All 380 games, all in HD. Available in all the languages you want, on all the devices you enjoy. Choose the bouquet you want from all the options available. The Premier League, all on DSTV.
Wake up to the original magazine show.
The Super Morning Show. Rebel liberation. Tell me where you gonna run go. Yeah.
Has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country and rid them of illegal mining.
Business persons have been given concessions. They've gone into our forest reserves, into our landscape, mined it for gold, traded it, kept the profit for themselves. And the public is going to pay for a loan that is now going to be used to reclaim the mess of some businesses. It's not fair. And there's no way anyone, and even the World Bank, should support such an initiative.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You're welcome back. It's 9:13. In a moment, we'll be talking to Dr. Ken Ashigbe, convener of the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, and Daryl Bosu, who is the Deputy National Director of Arocha, Ghana. All right, but before that, Jatano Alande. The new season is here, and the place for you to play and win is pridebet.com.gh. PrideBet is the best online betting platform, offering you a variety of games ranging from sports, virtuals, and casino games. Be your own pilot and win big with your favorite aviator game. Enjoy quick cash outs, instant payouts, and weekly boosted odds. Just visit pridebet.com.gh to make your first deposit and get their 100% up to 500 Ghana cedis welcome offer. Brayendia Grow War Pride Bet. Pride Bet, together we play. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Now, Latina Travel and Tours is up to it again with 2 trips to Israel. All right, in November and October. Each of these will last 7 days, and the rates are brilliant. All inclusive, by the way. And then there's the Cal Bank Women Banking organized trip to Turkey and Dubai for Cal Bank clients and prospective clients on the 11th until the 16th of October to engage on sectors like pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, business, furniture, fashion and textiles, food and beverages, construction equipment, and medical equipment, among other business areas that you can engage with people from Turkey on. Limited places are available on all these trips, so call Tina on 0244 260 7 489. So it's all of the Premier League, all on DSTV. Catch all the goals, the moments, the clashes, the derbies, and the drama. Make sure to stay tuned to all of Rashford, Haaland, and Saka. Watch it all unfold live in HD with the option of exciting commentary in Chi. All of this on the package of your choice. No one else offers all of the Premier League but DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with 1 month subscription for 299 Ghana cedis, then add a satellite dish for 100 Ghana cedis, or stay connected on star 759 hash to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment. All right, let's get started. The convener of the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, Dr. Ken Ashigbe, joins us on the phone. Dr. Ashigbe, thank you for your time. Good morning.
Yeah, well, I'm not too sure about anything being good about the morning. I almost responded as good morning, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of accuracy, I suppose we can't just go with the pleasantry of good morning.
Yeah.
We're joined by Darrell Bosu. He's Deputy National Director of Arocha Ghana. Darrell, it's a pleasure. Thanks for making the time. Pity about the circumstances, but we're glad you're with us.
I'm happy I could join the discussion as well, and good morning to your team.
Yeah. I'll start with Dr. Ashigbe. I watched this yesterday. I still haven't recovered. I wonder what your reaction is to this documentary.
Well, so on the steering committee as well, Rastus gave us a sneak preview of what it is, and it just tells. It's sad. It's as if we, this current generation, after us, we don't think that, anybody else is going to come again. And even after, it's not even just about us. Even us, it's as if only just a few, we have this fat Esau mentality that we're cutting our very tongue, and thinking that we have some meat, that we're chewing. And, it's so painful what we are doing to ourselves. Even if we're doing this to our enemy, it should still be painful. And this is what we are inflicting to ourselves. Unfortunately for us, the masses of the people are quiet. We're sitting and we're allowing our leaders, to perpetuate this, ecological terrorism on us. And you then would leave the lone ones like, Tuvo and a few others who, would really, and yourself, who will be pushing this. Why are we allowing this? How on earth did the parliamentarians, the NDC and NPP, allow the LI 2462 to be passed? Go read, the purpose of that regulation. And you wonder, if you really, this is the purpose you want to do, why wouldn't you leave the forest? Even when you have not given permits. The Forestry Commission were still, allowing people to go in there and do what they have to do. In 2018, before this law came in, Heritage Imperial was in the same forest, pillaging the forest. With they only had a prospecting license, and the EPA had told us specifically. There's a letter from the EPA saying that they did not have the right to mine. These people had gone to court, and in their case against Irasco, they had mentioned that they are mining operations. If there is, even in court, they agree that they were mining when they did not have the EPA license. How come those people have not been arrested? And now you go and pass this law that is now going to allow people to. Now you are confused. You'll be confused. You don't even know whether these are the legal people or these are the illegal people. You listen to. I remember when the fight was at this. The amount of money that Professor Apamprama said we needed to come to use to restore our land, and we are allowing this to happen. And the World Bank itself has also given money to do what? What accountability measures have they put in place to ensure, that if they say people are supposed to be reclaiming the land, they are, actually that is what is being done. I am sad. I am really, really sad this morning that this is what we are doing to ourselves.
Darrell, I mean, listening to you on the documentary, there was two key issues that you brought up. But really, the sense I got from everything you shared was that we are in this futile cycle where we put pressure on government to fight Galamsey. Government comes out with all kinds of initiatives, appoints all kinds of people, sets up all kinds of task forces, puts money into these task forces to go out there and fight illegal mining. Then the same government gives permits to people to go into places that are protected to go and mine. These people go there and do something other than what their permit allows them, and the government permits it. The government goes in, stops one organization from mining, and allows another meters away to continue mining. Meanwhile, they are going out and borrowing money to come and reclaim land, which they gave permits to somebody to reclaim, and the person went there to mine. Now that money that they've taken, we have to pay it. Water company cannot purify water, so we have to pay them too. It's a horrifying cycle where the people that we are relying on to fight the thing are now the problem. How does Rocha even begin to combat this?
So I think the issue that what you described for me, it's a very sad situation, and actually presents a cartel, more or less, in place within the government machinery, trying to scheme on a daily basis how to actually undertake illegal activities without the citizens getting to know about it. Now, all the things you are describing, this should be done by people or illegal actors who have no respect for the laws of the land. But unfortunately, what you see happening is that this is actually being perpetrated by our own state agencies. I mean, they scheme to get people get into our forests under the guise of restoration activities, only for them to undertake mining activities. They scheme under the guise of meeting and coming out with laws on environmental protection for forest reserves, only for them to open up forest reserves for more mining activities. And so, I mean, it describes a very sad situation where now citizens have to fight our own government, which in itself is perpetuating a sort of a cartel system where they are finding on a daily basis ways to outwit citizens and get the better of our forest reserves by destroying it through illegal activities. And so for me, I think it's very sad. And you ask yourself, you see citizens talking about these issues on a daily basis, bringing out issues, but if the government, which is supposed to be assisting, providing the enabling environment, is engaged in some of these things themselves, and they see nothing wrong with it, then how do we as citizens actually nip these issues in the bud? I mean, we've had a situation where the CEO of the Forestry Commission has said that he has nothing against mining in our forest reserves. And that is where I think it starts. The problem starts from there. The people at the helm of affairs say one thing and act contrary to it. So we are starting with the wrong leadership in place. And until there's that big change there, all that we are doing, Doc is saying, Ken Ashbe is saying talking about it, a lot of organizations are talking about it, the World Bank is pumping money into it. If the leadership is wrong, and they themselves think that this thing should continue, I don't think we are going to make any headway in resolving this issue. So I believe that we need to really come to terms with the fact that the leadership in place, dealing with the Galamsey, dealing with protecting our forest reserves, are the wrong people in place. And until we change that, we cannot really deal with this fight.
Now, Dr. Shigbe, the only place where people are represented in governmental decision-making is Parliament. Last year in November, they passed LI 2462, which essentially made forest reserves open game for Galamsey, for mining. A place that, places that were protected. Places that were protected. They've passed the law and they worked together to do this, because we didn't hear minority coming out to complain that they are not in favor of it. They passed it all together.
Kojo, you're spot on. You see, the more I read this piece of legislation, then I wonder whether, the people who we have taken to Parliament, and I'm sure this would have started from Mercy, because they would have been the people who would have brought this in. And so you ask yourself, if you say that the purpose of the regulation is to provide environmental management for mining activities in forest reserve, and we all know that even before you gave the permit, we have this major challenge, on our hands. We all know that even when the Minerals and Mining Law, the sanctions, were stiffened, you've not been able to do. Why then do you now provide an avenue for which, places, if you go and read 3.2, it says, that's why paragraph A, the president may, subject to Article 269 of the Constitution, give approval in writing to mining companies to undertake mining activities in globally significant biodiversity areas in the national interest. So places that globally have global biodiversity significance, we are finding ways in which we are going to allow people to go in there to go and destroy it. Already, if you look at the statistics, and again, this is the same government who now spends money to say that we should put forests in place. Then we also are living in a world where there's money coming from carbon trading. So if you have all of this and you have other places that you can mine, why should you have to go into the places that are under threat? The places that is the source of our water, the places that is, Erastus put it very vividly, that the lungs and the kidney, it takes out the carbon dioxide and then puts up oxygen back in. So why would you want to now create an avenue where people will say, in the guise of now there's a law in place, to go into those places to be able to go and mine? That's why I say that it's as if we have a suicidal, tendency to say, let's kill those, those who live slightly longer. And I am disappointed from the speaker all the way to the people in parliament that they sat down and allowed this LI to be passed. How do we do this? And you notice that I only heard of this year. November, when this thing was passed, I'd never even heard of it. Definitely, as key stakeholders in this whole conversation, you, the media, you should have been consulted to say, this is the airline that we're thinking about to bring. How, what are your thoughts in it? You see, so this thing where, we are sovereign, the Constitution says we, the people, are sovereign. And the same law even is supposed to, one of the things is, the purpose is effective stakeholder consultation and participation. If it is effective stakeholder consultation and participation, how come none of us as citizenry heard of this and we were called in to say, should we actually pass this? So I think the disappointment for me is becoming grave and grave. So we've gotten to the point where I think that the way of fighting this has to change. And I think that civil society groups, apart from Darrell and a few of us, we are becoming too quiet. There's a platform that has been created with CSOs and the ministry. Nothing really happens on that platform. You don't hear people saying anything about it. Our chiefs, our pastors, and again, I'll say the lone voice of Otufo, the bishops, my own Catholic Bishops Conference, the Christian Council. I think your silence is deafening, and we're actually being killed. And today now, all of us are now suffering. So I'm sure that if now I decide to go to court, because somebody's mining and taking his money out, it's not only polluting the water, but now it's taking money out of my pocket. For every water I drink, I have to pay extra for it. So we all now have a stake in this. So I'm calling on the Bishops' Conference. I'm calling on the Pentecostal Council. I'm calling on the Chief Imam that if we leave this thing to only the leaders, nothing is... Now the World Bank is even complicit. Because they might get some interest on the loans they are giving us, they are complicit. Because you ask yourself, where is the accountability in all of this that they are doing in terms of the reclamation? How would I, as a citizen, be able to see that this person who actually has been sent to do reclamation is the person doing it? Go back and look at Heritage Imperial and look at the owners, the licenses that have been given to them. They've been given licenses for reclamation all the way to, mining licenses. So they go in there with one particular purpose and then they do another. Or there were situations where they had 18 excavators. And if you ask my other colleagues who are mining engineers, you would not need those excavators to do reclamation exercises. So how come all of those things are going on? And where are the DCs, the MCs that the president met, and read the route out to them? How come all of those people who are bothering this forest reserve and still have galamsey happening in there, still at post? How is it that we allow the military to now get in to the forest reserve before they find excavators? when the Ministry and Minerals Commission tell us that they now have tracking devices on all of these excavators? And how is it that we have police on all these routes and they have this excavator going through their barrier and we don't see them till they are found in the forest reserve? How is it that when those excavators are bent, we don't take the chassis numbers and trace them back to those people who imported these excavators, anybody who bought it, anybody who hired it? How come all of those people have not been lined up, for prosecution? How is it that now we then get the Minister for Roads, who would then see a few excavators in this community and then seize them? The people who have been mandated to work, how is it that we are not working? We all need to sit up and say, enough is enough. We've gone beyond enough is enough. We are at the point where currently, our water, situation is not unsustainable. We are a water distressed country very soon. And we have gone to a point where we are now even importing timber from other places because of what we are doing. Yeah. We've gotten to the point where, in terms of the poisoning that is going on, we've gotten to the point where now you go to places like Konfanochi and all of that, you see children that are being born with multiple lips, where the eyes are somewhere else. You are seeing the level of kidney disease, the level of kidney diseases, the ages at which we are getting it come down, and then the numbers go up. And all of this, what are we waiting for as Ghanaians? What are we waiting for to make sure that, to say that this thing where we're going to is not sustainable? We cannot we've been mining how many years in this country? Ages and ages. We are not going to mine ourselves out of the poverty we are in if we do this unsustainably. So we can, we need to rise up. We need to rise up. And that's why for me, I would suggest to the president the Otumfo model, that all his people, his appointees, who have been appointed and we have Galamsey happening, he should be taking them out. He's either going to take them out for two reasons. Either they are complicit where they should be prosecuted, or they are incompetent. So for both cases, they are not worthy of representing them. The Director General of CID, we are also serving you a notice. We're going to be writing back to you. The case of Akonta mining, you were investigating. Where are we with it? Mr. President, Bosome Prehu DC was caught on tape, confessing to a crime and illegality. How come he's only been dismissed? How is it that he's not being prosecuted? If you don't do that, and the young people don't see that people who are politically exposed, when they do it, nothing happens to them. Like the situation where you go and see the forestry people go and then burn other people's motorbikes, and they allow an excavator to happen. If you don't apply the hot stove principle that anybody who touches Galamsey, the punishment is so stiff, we are going to continue on the spiral that we are on.
Yeah. Sure, there's a lot to unpack there. Now, Daryl, in a statement that you issued to the press in June, you outlined all your concerns about LI 2462. And this one in particular is the one that interests me. Okay, so it's about prohibited areas. And you say that under the original guidelines, the environmental guidelines, globally significant biodiversity areas, like Ken mentioned, were exempt. For example, Tano Ofin and Etua Range Forest Reserves. They were all exempt from mining or exploration. Under the new LI, however, and I'm quoting, the president can approve mining in these uniquely critical areas if it is, quote, in the national interest. It appears this relates directly to government's bauxite mining plans for these two GSBAs. That said, the Boyne Tano Forest Reserve, also a GSBA, is already under a gold mining lease that was applied for and granted as soon as the LI was passed.
Yeah.
It is now known, it is not known, if this lease has the mandatory presidential approval or even how it can be in the national interest. So is this what you mean when you talk about a cartel?
Yes, Kojo. So you see, as you have rightly pointed out, we realize that the whole idea behind this LI and why it was skewed this way is because government wants to have access to the remaining forest reserves in this country, which are considered protected and which have for a long time been protected because of their globally significant nature, either for biodiversity or for water services. And that is how come
Atwa and Tanofin have come up very strongly. And we think that, within the CSO caucus, we believe that the main reason why this LI was passed was because government wants to continue have access to forest reserves like Atwa Forest, which provides water for about 5 million people, and also critical biodiversity hotspots like Tanofin. But that said, let me also make a statement that in Ghana, there are such of the protected forests, the GSB, there are about 30 of them, which we have actually presented to Ghana's commitment to the International Convention on Biological Diversity, and as part of our clearinghouse mechanism. So these protected areas, these 30 GSBs, are so critical to us that as a show of our commitment to our signatory to the International Convention on Biological Diversity, we said this is what Ghana is doing to protect these significant areas. As it is, and with this ally, we have effectively eroded any action or any commitment to the International Convention on Biological Diversity. And as you know, we had the CEO of the EPA in Montreal last year and talking about Ghana's commitment to biodiversity, whilst in actual fact, they were actually pushing for an ally that is actually going to expose all forests and including GSBs to mining. And this is where we say that the government really is scheming on a daily basis. They have no commitment to all the international proclamations they're making out there, the signatories, because when they come down, what they do is actually very, very contradictory. And so we believe that until we really start looking at some of these conventions and how government is really implementing them and show some accountability, we can't trust our government now with what they are doing. And I think I very much agree with Dr. Ashibe when he talks about the fact that the international bodies like the World Bank who keep funding us, where is accountability and what are they looking out for? We need to really start questioning some of the measures our government is taking in relation to some of the commitments we are putting out there. Otherwise, they will keep changing our laws gradually. And like was said, this particular ally, it was done in a manner to exclude participation of key stakeholders in the sector. There was discussion somewhere in 2019 to look at really even making the existing guidelines on mining and production for even more stringent. Since 2019, there was no further engagement with stakeholders. And then in 2022, we wake up and we hear that the government has passed an LI rather allowing for mining in all forests reserves, which is very sad. So this scheming of government must stop. And like Dr. Ashibe said, we need to see some of our state agencies, some of our traditional authorities, and all those institutions also participating in some of in action to really address some of these scheming actions by government that is going on right now.
Right. I need to check a detail with you. You know this 103 million that the World Bank has lent to Ghana for reclamation. In your monitoring of this space, where has this money been spent? Which mining sites have been reclaimed so far with this money?
I have to say we've not been able to really monitor what is going on the ground. But what we can say is that this is not really a grant, and as you know, 75% of it is actually a loan, and we Ghanaians need to pay back. So the fact that companies can go to the ground, get prospecting licenses or mining concessions, go take out the gold, go and sell it for their own benefit, and then Ghanaians have to pay for the environmental damage is even very worrying. And I think that we need to stop this kind of intervention, this kind of credit facilities that the World Bank keeps churning out for our government. I think we really need to ask for it as citizens that we can't really continue living as a country this way. Why should we watch the companies destroy the environment and the public come to pay for it after? I think it's something that shouldn't even happen at all. We need to call the same companies to book. Why should companies go and undertake illegal prospecting activities? If the issue come up and the Forestry Commission and the Ministry of Land themselves have come out to say that 47 reserves were given forest entry permits for prospecting activity to be done, these mining companies went in there and did illegal mining activities. However, they have not been persecuted or actually been brought to book for the illegalities they committed instead of undertaking prospecting.
Right.
So it's very unfortunate that I think we have not really internalized the cost of the environmental destruction associated with mining that is going on in this country as it is.
Right.
And it's very unfortunate.
Yeah. In fact, having listened to you, Dr. Ashigbe, and Darobosu, it has become clear that there is a need for something, for a certain escalation of our action against Galamsey. So here on Joy, we are going to dedicate the next month on our show to Galamsey. We're going to dedicate the whole of this coming month of September to Galamsey. And we're going to make sure that we turn up the heat so that whatever needs to be done to make this thing a high-risk activity for those involved in it, especially those in our government, we will do so. For now, I want to thank you, Dr. Ken Ashigbe and Mr. Darobosu, for your time with us. Ken Ashigbe, of course, is the convener of Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. Darobosu is the Deputy National Director of Arusha, Ghana. You'll be hearing more from these two and others. Stay with us.
Litina Travel, in collaboration with Cowbank Women's Banking, is inviting all current and prospective customers of Cowbank to join their second business trip to Turkey, Istanbul, and leisure in Dubai from the 7th to 16th of October 2023. The cost of the full package starts from $2,550 per person and includes visa, flight, hotel, B2B meetings, tours, airport transfers, and travel insurance. The business areas include construction and building materials, furniture and interior decor, fashion and textiles, cosmetics, agricultural products and equipment, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, industrial and heavy equipment machinery, food and beverage and processing equipment, spare parts, and many more. For inquiries, call Tina on 0244 260 789 or Gifty on 0270 302245 or Akosia on 0555 171311 or walk into any Cowbank branch or Litina Travel and Tours at the Alisa Hotel Northridge, sponsored by our media partners Joy FM and the Multimedia Group.
Gone are the days when good sleep was a nightmare. Today, rest is assured. We have found a solution. Royal Foam is here. With Royal Foam, quality and customer satisfaction comes first. We produce mattress, carpentry foams, duvets, bedspreads, curtains, and beds. For the quality services we offer, Royal Foam have also been awarded at the 12 Business and Financial Excellence Awards. For good sleep and better relaxation, it should be Royal Foam. For quality, buy Royal Foam. Visit Royal Foam at our showrooms and sales depots across the nation. Call our hotline on 020-227-1000. Royal Foam, rest assured.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn, e no bath, e no chop, where e vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You no get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank is fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepper, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! That's my boss, Mr. Poncho go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank. By Duraplast.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. Now, don't forget to link up with Latina Travel and Tours for either their trips to Israel in October and November, 7-day trips at moderate all-inclusive rates, or for the Cowbank Women Banking trip to Turkey and Dubai, okay? It's for clients or prospective clients of Cowbank from the 11th till the 16th of October, so you can engage with business people on pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, construction, and so forth. Limited places are available on these trips, so call Tina now on 0244 260 789. And it's Bigo time. Everybody's getting excited about Bigo drinks, and it's for parties, weddings, outdoorings, funerals, hangouts. They come in different, distinct, and captivating flavors, specially created to enrich every moment. Okay, you can get cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lime in 16-pack or 20-pack packages. A lot to go around. Plus, you can infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself. Bigo drinks, another quality product from Twellium Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved. Now, if you're sinking in your bed, it's because you don't have a Royal Foam mattress. Get yourself one. They come with 2 free pillows, and the offer is available in all showrooms and sale outlets across the country. Royal Foam would like to say thank you for helping them win the Silver Award at the 12th Ghana Business and Financial Service Excellence Awards. Call 020-227-1000 for inquiries. Royal Foam, rest assured. Now, it's a new world of doing business, and your business should not be left out. Get a Momo for Business today so you can accept payments from over 15 million Momo customers. Just your business registration certificate and your Ghana card is all you need, okay? It's very easy. Dial *5051#, follow the prompts, or go to momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. Enjoy secure and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. The application is free, so don't pay any money for it. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and App Store. It's the Super Morning Show. There's more to come. Stay with us.
Better bet to play together. Hightech.com.gh. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Hightech.com.gh. Join today on Apollo spending. Hightech.com.gh. Come together, make we play. Hightech.com.gh. Say share betting. Yes, simple. Games are hold on. Yes, simple. Pay out in so. Yes, simple. Bet better, man. Yes, simple. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Today. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Hightech.com.gh.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
By popular request, I'm inviting you to join Latina Travel and Tours on a 7-day prayer pilgrimage to Israel. Be prepared to be baptized in the Jordan River by our special pastor and also pray at the Wailing Wall. We will visit Jericho, Bethlehem, Tiberias, Nazareth, and many more enchanting holy sites that will linger on and on. You can choose and register for any of the following trips. First trip, 15th to the 22nd of October 2023. Second trip, 19th to the 26th of November 2023. Rate $3,600 single per person and $3,200 double per person. Package includes visa, flight, hotel, tours, and many more. Call and book your space now on 0244-260-789 or 0558-120-400 or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge. Media partners Sunny TV, Sunny FM, and Joy FM.
Artificial intelligence, creativity, and sustainability. Join this year's Africa Rising 6, brought to you by the International Advertising Association (IAA) at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, as we uncover the power of building future-ready brands on 5th and 6th September. Speakers Sasan Saidi, World Chairman and President, International Advertising Association; Andrew Techiapia, Co-founder and MD, ZPay; Lethepu Machaba, Independent Business Leader, former Vice President of Home Care, Unilever; Ivan Moroki, CEO, Kanta South Africa; Guy Parker, Chief Executive, Advertising Standards Authority, United Kingdom; Steve Papaiko, CEO, Extreme Ideas; Sami Awuku, Director General, National Lottery Authority, and many more. This conference is sponsored by Margins Group, ZPay, Google, MTN, GOIL, and NLA. Media partners, CNN, Media General, the Multimedia Group, Graphic Communication Group, City TV, and City 97.3 FM. Register now at www.africarising.iaaglobal.org for more information or contact Nanajwa on 0242-528-431 or the AAG Secretariat 0244-440477.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is...
At some point today, go check out all the great stuff from Kingdom Books and Stationery. Pay via Momo across all networks and get free delivery if you're in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Now listen, be one of those winning some moolah on Game Park Games Limited, the newest lottery operator in Ghana, bringing you the Pick 4 game. You dial *946#, select 4 numbers between 0 and 9, and that's it. You could be a winner. Go to GameParkGames.com to learn more. Watch the live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Let's play and cash out on some good moolah. Game Park Games, more moolah, more power. The game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Now, the inception of the Fourth Republic brought about a renewed sense of hope and aspiration for Ghanaians, and we wanted to develop. But how have we developed in healthcare? We go down memory lane from 1993 to present, and we will be listening to an amazing talk by an amalgam of professional associations in Ghana working with Joy News. So, Kwame Sapong-Asiedu will be the main speaker, and there will be panelists from the health profession, healthcare sector, and consumers of healthcare services. The chairman and moderator will be Mauko Afajinu, and it's on the 18th of September at the British Council Also, it'll be online from 6:30 p.m. So get ready to be inspired. Oh, and by the way, the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair is coming to Tema from the 15th until the 17th of November. We will be in the Tema Municipal Assembly premises from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. every day, serving all the areas: Tema, Ashaman, Michelle Camp, Afienya, Dowenya, Pram, Chopoli, Nungwa, and Spintex Road. Okay, so exhibitors will include finance companies, housing accessory providers, real estate developers, insurance, land vendors, so many more. Okay, there'll be lots of giveaways, and if you want to exhibit, call 0540 110 389. The EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and the Plan City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. It's sponsored by Elegant Homes, Global Lighting, Syntex Tank, Gold Key Properties, Springfield Estates, Virtual Security, DBS, Virtual InfoSec Africa, Saint-Gobain, and Clifton Homes, not forgetting the Kensington Heights Airport City Kumasi by HDG Homes Limited. All right, now your tweets have been coming through, very interesting views. We were asking you whether you have any faith in government's ability to protect our forests and fight galamsey. Now, at Jones Buedu says, for the where. Initially, when Abu Jinapor came as a minister, we all saw the vim, but now the galamsey has given him a showdown. How can a young man like Abu tell Woon to me to stop galamsey? Right from the appointment stage, we lost the fight. Wow. At Collins Tete says, evil is committed when clarity is taken away from what is clearly wrong, allowing wrong to be seen as less wrong. It is also bad, sold as good, wrong sold as right, and injustice sold as justice. There is more to this galamsey matter. Maybe one more. At Austin Israel says, top key government officials are involved in galamsey. I personally don't have any confidence. All right, my dear people, thank you so much for listening. It's been such a pleasure. We're back with more tomorrow. Until then, stay with joy. On behalf of the team, I say thank you for listening. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the Morning Man.